Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 590 of Backward Noise. We are joined by a collection of carefully curated individuals, all with unique talents that you will be able to recognize throughout this podcast. Each of them will, at some point, tell you or hint to it. You might have to figure it out yourself what their talents are. So, keep an ear out, keep an eye out, keep a... I was gonna say your tongue out, but that one's a little weird. I don't think I can demand that of people.
Get freaky, do it.
Get freaky,
keep
your tongue out. But welcome on. We have Keith.
Hey yo.
Hey yo, that's Keith. We got Clue. That's Clue. I'm sure Clue's fine. Clue's definitely okay. Oh, you good? Okay. You locked in. I'm locked in, Chief. And we have Tabby.
Howdy.
Yeah. So, Tabby. Gianna and I watched Toy Story 1 last night. And I was so locked in for the Tabby scene. Well, I'm calling it the Tabby scene from now on.
I'm writing this down.
Gianna was like, look, and I'm like, oh my god,
actually,
it's happening. But hope everyone is doing well, and gel. I don't know. I guess like if you gel your hair or something, good for you. I'm sure that looks nice.
We're great with you here, Tony. Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Lovely having everyone. So, I have a not question of the week question for everyone. Also,
okay. All right. Thank you.
So this was going to be the question of the week until the last minute. I got inspiration for a different question, and this question is credited to Gianna, who could not be here today.
We miss you.
We miss Gianna wherever it is you may be. I know exactly where she is, by the way, but it's very funny. Wherever she is,
Wherever in the world.
Wherever you may find yourself at this point in time.
Be kind, world. Here she comes.
Here she comes. Do whales know that they're whales?
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like it's either like a very simple answer or a very like introspective answer. Do they know? How self-aware?
With other whales, right? So you think
right? Yes. So whales are able to communicate with other whales, and they are able to differentiate. I believe the difference is between whales, as in like they know if that's their buddy or that's a whale they don't like very much.
Yeah, they know how they scream, right?
Yeah. There's something with like their sounds or yeah. Yeah, you could call it like a voice or something.
Yeah.
And
it really is a voice. Actually, it probably is a voice.
Yeah, I would think it is.
Right.
Scream.
Because like, I think whales are very intelligent creatures.
Probably, I never met one, but yeah.
But do they know? Because like there's no way they know that they're the word whale.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
But
they
are
know
they?
What they are, but
yeah,
not,
that's
like,
what I mean.
what
Do they
the
have the bodily autonomy to be like, hey,
I am whale.
What we are is this, and they like have a word, whatever their sound is for what they are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh, like in the whale vocabulary, do you think there's a word that means whale?
That just is like because humans have human. Do you think dogs have dogs? Which everyone knows, dogs came up with that word. Yeah. The dog sat down at a conference table once. It was actually a very circular table. I believe a card game or something was going on at the time, and they like had a discussion about what they are.
All he had to say was dog.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Honestly.
And something that is a little less known about that conversation that I'm sure Clue knows but just didn't mention was dogs were actually famously inspired by hit artist Snoop Dogg. They named themselves after them after Snoop Dogg, but because Snoop Dogg's name was spelled with 2 G's, they were like, we don't want to co-opt the exact thing, but we want to take inspiration.
We're not as dog as him.
Yeah, so we took a G away. So they are just D-O-G, not D-O-double-G. But yeah, it's Snoop Dogg inspired dogs. Dizen has a really very important. I used the
bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dizen has a very very important note too. Dizen said, "Whoever first invented whale philosophy probably made a krilling." I, for one, am applauding that joke. I love it, Dizen. I want 5 more. Mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful. I love it. And if I don't love it, I don't swallow. Which, with no context, is kind of weird, but it is from Ratatouille.
So,
yeah. I immediately knew.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you? What?
Closing. Nothing.
Shoot, I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, I gotta step out.
No,
no.
I do have to be right back though.
All right, baby.
Oh, best of luck. Don't fall in unless it's actually not the bathroom and a pool. Then, because you do want to fall in, because pool.
I'm getting where you're coming from on this, but I'm gonna need questions with the logistics.
I was still here listening. I heard you still talking, so I was like, I had to make sure I heard all of it because it's important. If you're saying it,
yeah.
No,
it's a good point.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah. No, it's very good. Very.
No, there's gotta be a whale. Holy shit! There's gotta be a word in a whale that means.
There's gotta be a whale in word.
There's gotta be a whale. There's gotta be at least one whale.
A whale of a time.
Have you ever seen like a whale tail, or like a whale breaching the surface on like the coast ever?
Not in real life.
Really, like where we
Can't
grew
say
up.
I've
That's
seen
kind of
that, but
yeah.
I've seen a whale tail or two.
A whale tail.
Yeah, Tabby has seen a whale tail too her day. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's so cool. They're so big. That's crazy.
I feel like
them that big.
I would be pretty blown away about the sheer size of a whale. I know they're big, right? But I've never seen one in person, and I'm the type of person where I can't really put into perspective how enormous something is until I see it. Like, I don't know. You see something and you're like, holy crap, that is the biggest creature I've ever seen in my entire life.
Whenever I think of whales too, I also think of that family of whales that still have the equivalent of a mammalian hip bone from the time where their species were eventually on land but went back into the water because they were like, fuck it, I'm going back to the water. And they still have these like structural features that resemble functions that they had fucking thousands of generations ago on land. That is crazy. So do you think those fucking whales have any like natural land tendencies?
Do you think they ever like you've seen the movie Moana, right?
Right.
Do you think there's one of them that like is the exact opposite, where it's a whale that really wants to experience the land?
It has to be.
The land, it calls me.
Like you basically got the legs for it, bro. Don't tell me you ain't missing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Same thing with dolphins too. Aren't dolphins like incredibly communicative with each other?
They are. Like, I feel like it's probably like a movie or something. But like I remember like movies and stuff where they were like, yeah, we have this machine where we can understand what the dolphin is thinking. Or like I don't know, I've always like, maybe because of that, like seeing in movies and stuff, I've always like had the thought to myself that if one animal one day was able to learn how to like fully communicate with people, dolphins are a really high contender. Because they are mammals. We've been able to observe them with a high level of intelligence. so I don't think like, because first of all, like I guess the number one would be like Coco the gorilla who learned sign language, right? But I more mean like vocally. I don't know.
Well, the
Probably
interesting
so,
thing
gorilla.
with that gorilla itself is that that gorilla did not understand syntax. For example, I eat banana and banana eat me were not distinguishable things in the way I think that gorilla specifically communicated. So there's no appreciation of syntax. They were just associating meaning with certain words, which is communication. And I'd say I'd say humans and dolphins, as they do communicate in the capacity that we keep them prisoner and make them do special tricks for us.
Put this ball in your nose or you become sushi.
Basically.
And they're like, right, okay, I'm not looking to become sushi today.
That
Also,
I
like,
get
who
this
eats
for a fucking
dolphin?
small pond and a few fish. Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping animals in captivity that like can survive outside of captivity sometimes is kind of cringe.
Not epic.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in favor of like making sure wildlife is, happy and healthy, but not within the fucking confines of,
Because like
something like that.
I loved going to zoos and stuff growing up. I love going to aquariums, but like I've never been to. See, this is how little I'm remembering. What was the one that always had whales? Like it was
SeaWorld?
SeaWorld. Yeah, I've never been. I never went to like a SeaWorld or anything.
No, me neither.
I'm trying to think of like the most like odd animal I've ever seen like in a zoo or something that I'm like, I don't know if you should be here.
Have you ever been to Animal Kingdom?
I try to remember if I have been to Animal Kingdom before. I don't know if I have been either.
Definitely a few of those things. You're like, those aren't from Florida.
You're not from here, are you?
Interesting. But I will say in that specific park, it is a little bit, at least for the spatial requirements, a little more generous than what you see in the SeaWorld and things like that. But even still, it's still not. When you're going on that tour, you're like, still don't love this, no matter how open this is. But at the same time, you do want to like appreciate these animals in some capacity. A lot of people do so.
Yeah, there was a line, right? Because like I think like there are certain animals that I don't know if they can survive outside of like human care at this point. Like if something's like super endangered and you try to step in to save it, that I'm not against.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you're trying to like domesticate a fox or something, totally cool with that too. I'd love to have a pet fox at some point in my life. I did say the pet fox thing more for Gianna. I would love a pet raccoon. I really would. I think I'd be so happy with a pet raccoon.
Yeah, if there was a universe where I could have like a little pet raccoon, they would just like sleep on my bed and like eat treats. Yeah, that's fine. I'd love that. Dude,
like they can.
I love that. So
they can be pretty. They can be decently wild still. Like don't stop being a raccoon because it's part of what I love.
Of course.
But I think it is important. Like they got to be a little tame. I want you to like let me hand you food and you eat it. I think that'd be very big because I love the little goblin hands on it.
Of course. The yoinkers, the snatchers.
Yeah, we do call them little grabby hands. And
what do you think a raccoon enrichment area would look like? You know how like cats have like cat castles and kitty cities? Would it just be like 3 32-gallon trash cans?
Yeah.
This is my raccoon's play base.
Yeah, I just I fill the garbage cans with garbage bags and like various paper products just so like
yeah, like the McDonald's play balls or something.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
Yeah, it's like we just wanted things that they could grab with their hands. I always love that raccoons wash things off before they eat them.
Oh yeah, the cotton candy thing we always talk about. Yeah.
That honest number one one of the like the saddest things I've seen in my entire life.
Right after
like
9/11. That's so bad.
Yeah, it is placed. It is placed below 9/11. I would have to argue. But like it's still top 5 to 10 I would think. There's a few tragedies that I think, like, by the fact that they're known worldwide as tragedies, would have to
like,
go
I guess,
higher.
Yeah.
To the eye of the beholder, right? I'm kidding.
Yeah,
No.
that's true. Yeah, that's also very fair. I don't know. The video of a raccoon washing the cotton candy and then being so sad that there was no cotton candy anymore because they wanted it.
They want it so badly.
Yeah. And there's no payoff, right? They didn't give them, like,
Sabrina?
some other, like, treat or something. You know? I just really hope that raccoon got something they want.
Yeah, right, yeah. Gotta fry.
I just feel like we have to let raccoons enjoy a McDonald's play pace. I think that is something we have to do as humanity.
I would, yeah, I think it's very important. Yeah. No, I think like we were saying that, like, you know, we were talking about, like, animals in captivity and stuff, and, you know, I would like a pet raccoon one day, is where the conversation went.
Yeah.
And Keith brought up the good point of, yeah, basically, like, the play balls from McDonald's, we need to let raccoons give them a go. I think that,
it's just fair, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've done...
We've had enough.
Exactly.
As people...
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, they got their shot at with the playthings too, but it's raccoon time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's raccoon hour. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's
fuck off, little Jimmy. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, this is where we allow the raccoons to raccoon it up.
Do no worries in the world.
Do raccoons know they're raccoons?
Definitely not.
Yeah, I don't. I think they do. I think they're aware.
Like,
I like
the
to
word?
think they're very No, not like none of them know, like, what humans call them, other than maybe, like, dogs. Individual dogs might understand that they're a dog because that's what their people call them all the time.
Maybe. I'm not a dog, so, you know, I don't know. So.
No, but you do have a dog that you could ask, though.
True. He's not here right now, so...
Okay. Yeah, but when he is...
Yeah, right. I'll let you know, definitely.
Yeah, because I have dogs I can ask, too, but they are also just not with me at this moment. They are hanging out with other people.
Right.
Yeah, understandable. I could ask my cat, but it would understand, but it would not answer me.
Yeah, I mean, like...
And it's a cat, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I think, like, we would have to shift the question a little bit, right? I think we'd have to shift the question from, do dogs know that they're dogs, to something more reasonable, like, do woolly mammoths know that elephants kind of resemble them? And if you ask your cat that, I would like to know the data.
I can drop him right here.
Drop down.
You can drop the cat right here?
Yeah. No!
No!
No. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Raggy.
To the right. Behind you. No, there's a chest.
Raggy, where are my vesicles, Raggy?
Did I not grab your fucking thing? I'm gonna fucking cry.
It's not that no one paid attention to that part.
I wanted to comment on it. Story.
I'm worried.
Worried. How worried?
I mean, like, not crazy worried.
Just like, I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I mean, this conversation really makes me think, like, to what degree do species recognize their own species? Is it like an innate thing, or like?
Yeah, I wonder, because, like, we know that there's a lot of species that can recognize their own young. Penguins, I believe, will even, like, air quotes, adopt penguins' eggs that were, like, abandoned, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So those penguins would have to know that egg belonged to another penguin.
True.
So I think like there's some animals that definitely like are able to tell that like they are a different thing than other animals.
Right. But I remember hearing that like cats see their owners as just like bigger cats. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, I mean, of course, I feel like it just depends on the thing. Animal.
Is that bullshit? Tabby, cook up.
I feel like that has to make sense. The cats
Feel
just
that
see you
tracks.
as like a bigger cat.
Bigger,
They
stupid
groom
cat.
you. They worry about your feeding and stuff. Like it's
Yeah, they bring you treats because they don't see you hunting, so they think
Hunting,
you're not
yeah.
smart enough to like hunt or whatever. And
bro.
so
I have a Wawa.
You don't gotta worry about it. I got Wawa, dude. Okay? Thank you, little kitty cat. I got Wawa.
they sit on your chest while you're sleeping to keep watch to make sure you're safe. Like
It's true.
they gotta think you use just cats.
No, I think that's gotta be true. Like, because I've heard people say that like they just think humans are big, stupid cats.
Clue, yes. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go off, King.
Okay.
Go say what you're gonna say.
Good job. Clue just clutched it up. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, Clue. Good job, Clue.
Good job, Clue.
It was easy.
Oh, and the confidence.
They just can't beat me.
You can't beat him. You can't beat him. Eat him. Wait, what?
You can't beat them. Eat them. I mean, I'm not against that philosophy. Yeah.
Bro, what are you fucking pointing at?
Bruh.
Oh, things for me. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Give me the bag. Did you
You
hear
know.
how ungrateful?
Okay, why are you staring at me when I do that? It makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh, that was right here. That sounded like it was right here.
Why are you staring at me when I do that? It's very comfortable. It's very wild. Wild. Wild sauce. I don't know if wild sauce is a
Wild.
real thing.
So, Tony, have you dabbled in any of the Oblivion remaster or anything like that?
No,
What's your
I'm
take?
lame because I was never like a Skyrim or Oblivion person. I never played either of
Dark
the
Souls.
games.
Mhm.
No, I never played Dark Souls. No,
I never
didn't play.
played any of that either.
I was like a very like specifically like out of any game that's sort of in the realm of that. Like I played a lot of Fallout growing up, but nothing quite. I never really played Skyrim. I don't know why. It like never came across.
Oh, really? Did you discover Fallout first?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I got you. Yeah, it was for me. It was opposite. It was the Elder Scrolls first, and then Fallout, which, of course, gave me the love for the Elder Scrolls games. Clue! I've been trying to give you shields for the last 20 minutes. Where are you at?
It is interesting.
Oh my God.
Like as I like look back on my gamer development, there are really like 3 eras of like where I can point to. One was like when I was little. I saw my older brother playing like Pokemon and stuff, so I'm like, I want to play Pokemon. Easy. My next like gamer era was there was this thing like the return policy at GameStop, where if you returned a game within 7 days, or like pre-owned games within 7 days, you can exchange it for in a game of the same exact money or like less theoretically. So I basically would go in like it was like every Monday, beat a game, and then come back in, and the same like GameStop employee would just keep recommending me games. And that's how I did find Mass Effect actually.
Oh.
Yeah, random GameStop
W employee.
Yeah, honestly. I think that's also how I'm trying to remember if I found Fallout before him or not. But I think that's probably where I found Fallout too. And a lot of games like that. The only games I found on my own were like future Pokemon titles and sports video games, and like games from like shows I watched, like Dragon Ball video games, Yu-Gi-Oh video games, anything like that. And then the third era was playing online video games and just playing whatever everyone else was playing. Would be Area 3. That's the one I still live in, I think.
I understand.
Where a major portion of the time I play games is because someone else likes that game. The only, I did have a very long Counter-Strike life and Valorant life actually as well, which a decent amount of those are solo, but Counter-Strike not as much as Valorant. My Valorant days are solo. I've tried mixing Valorant back in again. I don't think I like Valorant. I just don't think I like it anymore.
I actually never tried Valorant.
I would swear to you at one point I loved the game.
Clue, you're a trooper for surviving that. Go forth.
But now it's just like, I don't know what it is. I just don't really enjoy playing it that much. And occasionally I'll try to convince myself I do to play a few games.
Yeah.
Would
I
you
mean,
want
sometimes
CS?
it just falls out.
CS again, Tony?
I would play a bit of CS. The only thing about CS that I don't like is I don't like the ranking system anymore, because I'm pretty sure like the classic ranks are per map now.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Premier, which is just numbers, and it doesn't itch my brain the same way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like I would dabble in Counter-Strike if people wanted to play Counter-Strike. I don't think that like I would ever. I probably wouldn't often, at the very least, go and play Counter-Strike on my own. The one like multiplayer game that I'll play on my own, and I don't mind doing it, but it is obviously much more fun with friends. Like I'll play Marvel Rivals by myself. I don't mind. I do like it more with friends, of course. But like if no one's around and no one wants to play, I'm like, fuck it, I'll play.
Sorry.
I hear
Okay.
you, Tony. Good try,
Yeah,
Clue.
yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh,
Clue, that
my
was
God.
insane. Clue, that was fucking amazing. Good try.
Good try, Clue.
That was just crazy, please.
Good try. That was crazy.
Clue, wonderful effort. That's what I'll say.
Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely
Like two
wonderful.
Jedi following them and fucking. Oh man.
Oh, it's a Star Wars update. Yeah, I only played once this update so far.
I really like it. I really do like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely growing on me.
I felt like the lightsaber and stuff was pretty underpowered when I was using it, but maybe I don't know how to use it super well yet.
It depends. So if you pick it up off of somebody, sorry, I made a cookie.
Yeah, it's okay. You deserve a cookie after that great effort.
Don't we all?
If
I wish you
pick
could
it
have
up off
cookie.
of somebody's body, you don't get the powers that are associated with it. But if you find it around the map and like interact with the thingy that gives you a lightsaber, then you get powers with the lightsaber.
Yeah, you get like the movement, damage increase. It's insane. That's insane.
Okay, maybe
You
I
get, like,
picked
a
it up
double
off of
up-
someone then.
Yeah, that's most likely the thing.
Because I
There's not
remember
a
being
lot.
able to like push someone with the Force power.
Oh,
I think, but like I don't
Does-
remember it feeling too strong when I was trying to attack someone with it.
it's because there's different lightsabers that give you different powers. So that is one, but there's another one where you can like lift up objects and like throw it at somebody. And then there's one
Okay.
to push.
Yeah, because I think I had the one that like you could push someone back, and I was able to push someone back, but they were like 3 people, so like it
Yeah.
didn't, you know. I guess you're not supposed to win against 3 people in Fortnite ever anyway.
Mhm.
Like a 3v1 kind of scenario, you're
Yeah.
not supposed to win. Which was the one thing I would say I like about games like Counter-Strike and Valorant, I always felt like Counter-Strike a little bit more, is that the 1vx scenarios don't feel as
Uplift,
they're not as impossible as like a battle royale, or honestly even like a game like Marvel Rivals. Like in Marvel Rivals, if you're in a 1v3, you die every single time. Like there is no chance you're gonna kill all 3 people.
No
pretty
chance
much.
to make a good play. Yeah.
Yeah. But in a game like Valorant or Counter-Strike, and I always felt it most with like Counter-Strike. You know, you're in a 1v4 and like you can win. Like you have to play it better than they do, and they have to make some mistakes. But like it's not over. You could just shoot 4 people in the head and win. Like you just have like way more health and stuff in games like Fortnite. That like the time to kill is a lot longer.
I also think that Counter-Strike doesn't have a lot of utility that allows you to last longer. Do you know what I mean?
No, you only get Smoke Flash, Itchy, and
it's so
a Molly. You know what I mean? Like, and like even that, like they're in that kind of scenario, you might flash and smoke someone off. Like there are times you Molly or Itchy someone, but those aren't as like prevalent.
We got friends, Clue.
Yeah, we're right here. We're your friends, right? Thank you.
I love you, Tony.
Starts crying. It's like, Tony, I said I'm your friend. You haven't even seen fast enough.
I'm crying on the club right now.
I'm crying in the club on a Tuesday. Tony, didn't you just mix 2 songs together? Yeah. Yeah, I did.
It's called a remix.
Yeah. I did it myself.
Oh my god.
Remix.
Remix to Ignition. Hot and spicy McChicken.
Yeah, you get it.
Oh yeah. All of the things
So,
I'm doing for McChicken right now. Go on.
What games has everyone been dabbling in lately? Like what's on everyone's repertoire right now? Like I know right now you're playing Fortnite, so Fortnite's on it.
Struggling to find anything other than Fortnite to say.
Yeah. You played a little bit of RuneScape.
Oh yeah. Ryan and the gang were dabbling a little bit in RuneScape, which is fun.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I watched the I'd watch paint dry with the boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I get you.
Still very fun.
Mm.
Still very fun. How do you like RuneScape, Tony?
I like it. It's definitely not something I think I would play on my own. I would need the group together to do it. But I like it because it is like an excuse to be with friends. And like I think I would watch paint dry with the boys is actually like a really like accurate like description of it. Like where it's like, yeah, like I like it as a game enough that like there are mechanics and stuff that are fun.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean like any game with a group of friends, I think I am going to get like a good amount of enjoyment out of. No matter if the game's like a really well-built game or a really crappy game.
I kind of do like it because I feel like a lot of the games that, especially like we all play together, especially with you, Tony. Fuck, first and foremost, fuck you, Clue. Second of all, Tony, you have like you like games that are a little bit kind of generally kind of fast-paced. So like
yes.
When you play like RuneScape games, it's
it's a breath of air. It's like, is this the pace that other people play games at? What the
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's, I'm doing a quest that takes 30 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I've done 2 quests and it's been 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
It took me 3 hours to figure out where to get this blue dye from.
Exactly. I'm that kind of geriatric gamer where I'm just like, I love that shit.
Yeah, no, I really do want to mix more of that in. I am definitely going to be like adding some different games that I haven't really played much of before into my my repertoire soon. Have at least one game that I do need to like sit down and make the plans for with a friendo. But that we're gonna probably add and be like streamed at least once a week. But we'll have to see, and I would say that it's a slower paced game, at least definitely compared to the other games I play.
Tony, does that translate into other areas of your life, or like how you like to consume entertainment based
Yeah,
on like a very
I just
fast,
swallow
intense...
lots of cocaine at the same time. It's
That's what I was trying to get. Coke addict, Tony.
Are you classic John Mulaney-ing right now?
Are you John Mulaney pilled right now?
You John Mulaney? I have like a launching point to make it. Someone said why do I think it was you, Keith? I don't know why. Like I associate with you with this statement a little bit, but like someone said we should give John Mulaney crack again, and like I don't.
Did say that.
It was you. Okay, we should give him cocaine again. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? That was Keith. Keith, that was you, wasn't it?
And you clocked it too, and you were scared to confront me about it.
Yeah, and I'm like, huh, that is you, isn't it?
That sounds very awfully Keith thing to say.
That's just very Keith. Why is Keith coded? It's because Keith did it. Oh!
I should have my brain froze so the future neuroscientists can study what the fuck is wrong with me.
But yeah, I guess that,
That's for all of us.
like, my enjoyment of most things, I guess, I like long-form content of things, but I do probably prefer shorter-hand a lot. I feel like I'm very, like, there's no in-between. Like, for example, a YouTube video, I don't want to watch it if it's shorter than 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. Totally agree.
Yeah. It is kind of like that, where I don't know. I don't want to...
Like, I'll watch a 6-hour YouTube video, but, like, read, like, 40-minute episodes of something? I don't know. Like, off Netflix.
For a YouTube video, it has to be, like, a half hour for me to watch it at least.
At
like,
the very minimum. Yeah,
half hour is the bottom part. Like,
it really...
No, I would prefer it to be longer.
Yeah.
I don't quite go, like, 8-hour, like, docu-series, though.
I sometimes can. I sometimes could find something I could really sink my teeth in, but maybe not all the time.
Yeah, one time I did watch a
FNAF?
10-hour.
Yeah.
Hey!
We know.
No.
Hey,
Listen,
that's rude. Just because you're right, that's rude.
Of something, okay? There were different videos, okay? Technically.
You're right. Your knowledge is a little bit more multifaceted than this one source. Forgive me.
I found a golden. I'm over here.
You found the gold snitch?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Bruh.
You found the gold.
Why would you do that?
Gold?
Did you grab this?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You?
Yep.
I didn't even need it. Oh, you want to take a look again?
Donkey.
You about to need it.
Literally. Oops.
Oopsie.
Oopsie. I am speedy.
I am speed.
Oh, car coming.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Is it Lightning McQueen?
Ka-chow.
Hopefully.
When's Lightning McQueen coming to Fortnite?
Honestly, like I want to drive McQueen around.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
wanna...
okay. Wait a minute.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That sometimes that's what Lightning McQueen does to people. Sometimes.
True.
You know.
True, big if true. Yo, you're gonna. This is a robbery.
This is a robbery. Give me all of your Fruit Loops.
Tell my wife. I know she thought of me as medium ugly.
Bleh.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because you just lost half your health.
Well, it was for the bit.
Yeah.
That's a nice bit you got there.
That's very
Bit?
kind of you to say.
Bits.
Yeah.
Speaking of bits, let's
Yo,
start a hype train.
We had, I was so we had a hype train on our Monday stream, I think, and I was so happy for that because that was like the first hype train I had in like a year, so that was pretty cool.
What is a hype train?
A hype train is just when people will like give like a few like subs or bits like in rapid succession. It used to be like 3 actions, but I think it's 2. I don't know that for a fact though. Yeah, it was 2 friends gifted some subs, and that was very, very kind of them. They definitely did not have to. And it made a hype train. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh, that's so cool.
I see.
This is a thing. This is a
That's pretty
thing.
sick. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. It's nice when yeah. It's weird to talk about. Like I don't know. It's like it's almost
I mean, this is
uncomfortable for
your
me
work.
to talk about.
This is like your work.
I love it, but like I don't know. It's weird to be like, hey, I'm very grateful for this thing. I am. But then it's weird, it's like, all right, it comes full circle because now it's like, oh, you're talking about it too much. So don't talk about it.
Yeah.
It's odd. It's an odd thing.
Do you typically not like talking about it?
I feel like odd about it,
How do you mean?
I don't know. Like I feel like I always worry about like the idea that you talk about something like that and people are thinking you're like on that borderline of like sub begging or like begging, you know what I mean? Because there's a certain like form of, and like obviously everyone, the way they do their own content creation is how they do it. You're welcome to do it in any style you want. But I always worry that I'm like, ooh, I don't want to ever really mention subs or bits just because I don't want someone to misconstrue that as me being like,
Yeah.
do it, like trying to pressure someone into doing it. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's weird. It's a odd thing my brain goes through. Probably has a lot to do with that imposter syndrome that lives up here. I was pointing to my head.
You got pasta up in there?
I wish I had pasta in there. Oh, that'd be so much better than imposter syndrome. I have imposter syndrome. What the hell's that? I just always want pasta. I might have that too, actually, Loki. Hold up. I do like pasta a lot. Pasta's good. Yeah. Can I get some pasta?
I was telling Clue at some point that I had a ex-girlfriend who thought pasta was wet bread, which is crazy to me. Because I love pasta.
Pastas.
Tony Italian confirmed? Hell yeah. You know, with a name like Tony, if I didn't have at least a little bit of Italian in me, I feel like I would be banished. Wet bread, huh?
Yeah, that's
Like,
an adjective.
I try to wrap my brain around this. It's just, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would.
Like I can. It kind of is just like wet bread. I don't. But that sounds like they meant it in a mean way. Like they weren't like, oh, that is actually just like the same stuff that you used to make bread, but now it's wet.
Right, there's no way, right? Like they couldn't have.
It's
Yeah,
like
they-
calling tres leches wet bread. It's literally just like technically correct but condescending.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
I guess it depends how it was said, because it's like, why do you like that so much? It's just wet bread. It'd be like, whoa. Yeah.
Nice. Careful.
No. I wanted so bad. I wanted to so badly send him to the Shadow Realm for killing you. Goddamn.
To the Shadow Realm.
All I wanted was.
I want it that way.
Oh.
Tell me why.
You know, I was thinking recently, we need more cat version of songs, where it's just meowing for the entire lyrics instead of the actual lyrics. I can't be the only one who thinks that, right?
I also
I
want
mean that-
2009 back.
Okay. I was
do,
only
like,
3 in
unironically, though.
2009.
That's
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's
That
just
was
funny.
That was
funny.
uncalled for.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna walk with a limp tomorrow because of that statement.
I'm so sorry.
Wake up and my bones are gonna creak extra hard. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, you got it. Yep. Bones creak. They creak again. They creak a third time.
And then you know what they do? After all that,
Fourth time.
they creak.
Yeah, you hear that? That's Keith's bones. That's not his chair at all, dude.
Nope.
It's just bones.
That's my bones.
That's my bones. I love when my bones creak.
Why do we keep going to this godforsaken place every time, Clue?
I'm eating another cookie.
Do you know the definition of insanity is?
Okay.
Me neither. So I would try it again.
Tell me, Mr. Far Cry.
What
So-
are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
I've been debating about deleting the account I have on Facebook because Facebook keeps doing this thing. I haven't posted on it in years, but like it keeps doing this thing where it'll be like, oh, memory from this year, and it's some cringe bullshit that I said like when Clue was like 3 years old. That that like
Okay.
I regret that like I don't remember saying this, and I hate that that's on the internet, so I have to delete it every single time it pops up. I still want it to stop sending me these. Like, I don't need to know what I posted in 2014. Like, why are you tell me this? Because I'll be real, I don't remember this. I have no idea. Trying to see if I remember. I don't want to read it verbatim.
Oh lord.
And I already deleted this, so there's no finding it. Basically, I went on like a mini rant, I guess, on Facebook over, this would have been like around 15 years ago, about how I thought it should be a federal crime to wear cargo pants if you didn't work in the cargo industry.
Like genuinely, or
I think I was trying to be funny.
oh, okay.
And one of like the key like elements is that like I told people that wear cargo pants like most of it a lot that they are a pocket whore.
Wow.
Pocket whore is a
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So yeah.
You ever wish
I
you had
love
more
cargo
pockets?
pants.
More pockets. For
So
pockets.
that was something that came up recently, and I'm like,
Yeah, I would want to forget that as well.
Clearly
yeah,
you
I'm
don't-
like, why did I do that? Why would I want to do this? He said. Wondering why he said that.
I knew that was gonna. I fucking knew it. Clearly, you son of a bitch. I was like, oh damn, they're throwing down items for me. That's so nice. And then the shot grenade comes. Okay, all right, thank you, thank you. Damn, this is what I thought you would quit your own ways. You're back on the grenades.
Continue, Tony.
I don't remember what I was saying. I'll be real.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, not
getting
in
too
like.
late on the
I'm
craft.
sorry. That wasn't
I mean, on the
like a.
fourth.
That wasn't like, oh, you interrupted me, blah blah blah. I forgot what I was saying. I'm like, no, it probably really wasn't important. So
Well,
like
you were
it
talking
is
about,
out.
like, Facebook.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's probably better we went away from that conversation anyway.
I see. Tony in his problematic era.
Yeah, just call people who will wear yeah, that was like so that was how my brain worked. My brain was like, you know who I have a problem with?
It like
People who wear
deleted it. It
cargo
was like-
pants.
Yeah.
But the thing was, like, who did not specifically work within the cargo industry. Like, because,
so
like, if
funny.
you worked in cargo, that's fine. Yeah, like, you should wear cargo pants. Working in cargo just makes sense. You know.
What even is cargo? I feel like cargo, like, to me sounds like supplies ish,
Yeah, pretty much.
or just like holding stuff. Like
Yeah, what is a cargo career? When you said that, I wasn't exactly certain what you meant.
Okay, here's the thing. Did I know what I was saying 15 years ago? No.
Understandable.
Do I know what it is now, 15 years later? Also no. By that I mean, what are some jobs in the cargo industry?
The cargo.
When I looked that up, first thing that pops up was an Indeed search for 24 jobs on container ships.
Wow.
I don't want to work on a cargo ship. I just want to know what kind of jobs they are.
because I feel like that's such a broad, like, work area.
Yeah, this one definitely this definitely helps. Different types of cargo jobs: sales, operations, marketing, handling, safety, trading, ramp, yield control, warehouse management, flight operations, finance, and accounting. Yes, ramp is its own category.
I'm actually I'm actually you know, I'm actually stupid. That's what it is. Like, I can't fucking talk. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I didn't do it.
I just love that ramp is one of those.
I was trying to say I'm an expert in ramp.
Oh,
I expert.
so what's
Well, I mean, you don't have to say it out like that. I get it's not funny, but
no, I just
Like,
I
the
meant like
joke's not
I was very surprised that was your area of expertise. I don't think I would have known if you hadn't told me. I don't know if your personality gives off ramp expert, you know?
no, not really. My mother is disappointed in me heavily, but you know,
Okay. No, that's fair.
not you guys though, right?
No, not us. This collection of others, no.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing great, sweetie. We're so proud of you.
That
Yeah.
was impressive.
Thank you.
found like a little gator in the water.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
a
it did. That's such a good fucking comparison.
You know, I think we
Yeah,
should
yeah.
have more little gators per square inch in the U.S.
More little gators.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
let's get them. Let's get those numbers up. No one else. No one else is per little gator. Like, what if they stay little?
I mean, if they're still little.
Yeah.
Gators are cute when they're tiny.
All right, they're just little guys.
They sound like ray guns when they're tiny.
Isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
I, for one, I think here's an idea. Call me crazy if you need.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. When anyone goes to buy a gun, we just give them a little gator instead.
Ooh, yeah. I agree.
I like that.
You're gonna save this world, Tony.
Thank you. I think my ideas are just crazy enough to either
It might just work.
never work and blow up the world faster, or like maybe slow the trajectory of our destruction down slightly.
Maybe. Shoot, I mean, why not try?
It's true.
Break out into song too while you're at it.
Look at us, Clue. Just two guys being dudes. Dudes being guys.
God,
Couple-
man, dudes.
Couple dudes being dudes, what can I say?
Dudes being dudes.
Guys being dudes.
Don't you love when you're just
The
getting
little guys
to be
taking
a
a
little
shit.
guy?
They got shit together. Holding their hands.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You just have such a way of words.
Do you like California? Are you taking a shit right now?
California.
So I want to tell a little bit of a story real quick.
Yeah, I'm willing to listen.
So I grew up, not having a lot of cash to go to those lot of like super fancy supermarkets like Trader Joe's or Wegmans.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of comfort in like those little cheap, very obviously like EBT only stores or for like clients and stuff like that.
Mm.
And I haven't been to like a non-gentrified shopping market in years, absolutely years. And I found this nice little fucking place the other day. And as soon as I walked in, I knew I was at home because, first of all, no one in there was the same melanin pigmentation as I was, and I was like, "Thank fucking God, this is such a nice fucking change of fucking face from middle of
Deep
fuck
breath.
Bumblefuck, Pennsylvania." Oh my fucking God, Jesus Christ! And there's just, you ever been to like a cheap shopping store before where it's just like kind of like things are already still in pallets, like there's no shelves, they're just kind of like piled up in a way that naturally makes like shopping centers and things like that. It's very hard to explain, but I was very much at home when I went to this place the other day, and like it made me think, like, bro, like, why are we like gentrifying the shopping experience, bro? Why does a fucking shopping place where you get like your market food have to be this upsell fucking experience?
Mhm.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that a little bit crazy? I don't know. Because obviously this food in there was a lot cheaper. The same exact product would have been in a fucking Wegmans or a goddamn Acme. So interesting.
Yeah, like,
What are your thoughts?
I get what you mean.
yeah, I definitely understand too. It is interesting. Like, why? Why is a good question.
Why?
Why? The only thing I like about like these specialty stores is like, I'll call them specialty stores.
Yeah.
I'm sure everything's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, about like specialty stores like that is sometimes they have dietary restriction options better
yeah.
than other places.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you're not getting that at a fucking food
No.
supermarket. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like
Absolutely not.
it for me, it's a necessary evil a lot of times because like I'll have to go to like a place that is
Oh, Clue.
like kind of like upscale just because I want to eat.
Mhm.
Um,
And they have just more options.
or options
Where?
sometimes,
Yeah.
like options at
Unavailable.
all.
154. Go on.
Yeah. So it's like I think sometimes it's a necessary evil.
That's just something that you have to. That's something
Yeah.
that we'll never experience, you know.
Yeah.
Totally, but in an ideal world, those types of foods would also
Oh.
be available at the same sorts of prices. You know what I
Would
mean?
love.
In an
Oh
ideal world.
God. I would
You
love
grab
if
this-
like the food I was able to buy was affordable.
Yeah.
I would love to
Oh my
just
God,
eat
yeah.
for a normal price. That would be
yeah.
cool.
And just like eat like wherever. Like, stop on
However,
the side of the road, you know.
Oh, dude, like yeah, like realistically, one of the worst parts of food allergies is the convenience. There's like no
Yeah.
convenience in food allergies. Like you can't just buy something, you know?
yes.
You in?
Clue's winning as usual.
Huh.
say as we want. Anyway, no, but yeah, in an ideal world, like those things would be the same exact price. Like if you have a celiac intolerance or a lactose intolerance,
Mm.
like absolutely. Um, Unfortunately, it's so much more about like what these stores individually can make and who they kind of get their subsidies on. I know that was something, wasn't it?
I almost had it. I know I did.
It's just so sad. But you can always know what kind of stores these are, because especially in these a lot of like welfare EBT stores that I love so much. They won't have a lot of household products as well. They won't have plates, they won't have dishes, they won't have like cleaning supplies. Why? Because none of that is covered under the EBT food benefits. None of that. Some people get EBT food balance, but like that's why in a lot of these cheap stores you don't have a lot of household necessities, because that's not what food stamps covers, and that's what's supposed to cover. So very, very interesting. And they'll never serve prepared foods because you can never get a rotisserie chicken on food stamps, of course, because it is also a prepared food, which is fucking crazy. But that's how it would be.
Like, not only do you have to, you know, not have a lot of money, you have to cook every single meal.
Yep.
Like,
And
you,
it
you
sucks,
cannot
yeah.
have it easy.
And
You're
like,
not allowed to.
if you have like a celiac or you have fucking lactose or whatever the fuck, like you have to go to these hoity-toity stores and spend X more money, like so much more.
I hate
money.
it.
Like that's ridiculous.
It's just because the world is just not built for people, different kinds of people. Like you're supposed to be one kind of person, and if you differentiate from that, you're like not really. You're looked over.
Right. And like, let's say this was an ideal capitalist society. Like maybe in the first few months of like putting vegan food and celiac friendly food on the market, yeah, it could be a little bit expensive, but shortly after, like it would probably decrease in price, and we haven't seen that. So someone's taking
It's
$1
never.
off my
Yeah,
illness.
I was going to say it never has gone down in price. I'll tell you.
Never has gone down. Someone's making $1 because I'm fucked up.
Yeah, because like it is crazy that like so here is like a descriptor. If I go anywhere and they happen to have like a gluten-free hamburger roll, right? I often have to pay around $3 extra just to have the roll.
Wow.
And you can't even guarantee that won't fuck you up because you don't know the kitchen, you don't know any of that. Like that's another thing. Like my boss.
Yeah, I'm always I'm always rolling the dice.
Yeah, you always roll the dice. Always roll the fucking dice. And none of these restaurants we've seen with the Disney fucking lawsuit will not take culpability. They will blame you instead.
Yep.
I saw that Disney thing.
That's so fucked up. I mean, granted, the Disney situation was a little bit different because after the backlash, they agreed to settle it through arbitration, which they never would have done that if there wasn't such a backlash. So that was their like
for that lady who died.
Seating, yeah, for the doctor who died, yeah.
Do you know about that, Tony?
Not really, honestly.
You explain it, Keith.
Oh, you can go off, Cliff. I've spoken quite enough.
Okay. Well, I mean, just in simple terms, basically, I don't really know the whole story about it.
That's all good.
It was something about like the couple went to Disney and the wife ended up dying, and they were like
because of food, because she eats something she was allergic to.
Oh,
So
shit.
they went to be like, "What the fuck, Disney?" And Disney was like, "Well, you signed
You
an
signed up for a
agreement
Disney contract to other
when you
fucking
signed up
service,
for
yeah.
Disney Plus."
Oh shit! It was that.
Yeah, when you because they
Okay.
basically said when you
So-
signed
yep.
up to Disney Plus,
I heard like
You
inklings.
It said that
waive
you
your right to
cannot-
trial.
yeah.
Yes.
you said that you cannot sue us for anything.
Yeah, so
That's
this doctor goes to this
crazy.
Disney associated restaurant. They, of course, her being a doctor and her husband not being an idiot, they were like, okay, we researched this place beforehand. They give the best quote unquote guarantee that they can. They do every single amount of diligent work that you could do in that situation under that illness. And they end up dying due to a cross contamination. And then the husband goes to sue, and then Disney's retort was like, no, you can't really sue us because you signed a contract agreement that said you wouldn't pursue legal action by using our services, basically. And after that backlash, Disney was basically like, okay, we'll settle this through closed doors and arbitration, which they never do. Like, Disney would never do arbitration in any other circumstance other than this.
Yeah, but isn't
backlash.
arbitration still like fucked, right? Because they get to pick
Yes.
the arbiter.
Yes,
So
they
like,
do. Yes, they do. It's still a very obvious win for Disney, but a less obvious win, but still a win. Still fucked. This woman died. This woman absolutely
Yeah, I was gonna say,
died.
yeah, a person died. Like it's.
and Mr.
You saw the
Krabs
season, Tony?
lied.
You did. Derek, you did.
Mr. Krabs lied.
A woman died. Mr. Krabs lied.
It's so sad.
Keith, please! I'm
Oh.
giving you a day. Okay, sorry.
I think Clue's fine,
Scratch that.
right?
Can I get a
I
clue
just
to
scratched
English
out of it.
translator?
Listen,
Um,
take my
Clue was saying something along the lines of "Keith, please."
Please do what?
I didn't get that part.
Me either.
I only know like little tidbits.
Not
I'm not like
yet.
fluent.
You're not fluent, basically.
I'm not fluent. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Derek's on my knees.
What the hell is this?
knees.
Knees.
Oh.
Knees.
I wanna take you there. Oh, that wasn't a grenade?
No, it wasn't a grenade.
I wanna take
God.
you there.
Always thinks the worst of me.
God, you always think the worst of me.
God, Jenny, eat the food. Oh.
No.
Who's the angel of the devil? I swear to fucking God, what the hell? Get in, I'm your Uber driver.
Who ordered an Uber?
You have one now.
I'm good. Oh my god. Get the hell in!
Get that
Oh, wait, you wanna let me look for my dog? I need help looking for my dog.
in. Stop. Oh, where we going? We're just driving in circles.
Is this from thing?
Oh, it's from a TikTok. You remember the like, I'm your Uber driver, get in thing? Not your Uber driver, but your Uber driver.
Honestly, I'll be real. No, I don't think I knew that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. I'm online too much. I need to touch it.
It's also kind of my fault.
I was just admitting to
It
not
really
being.
is Clue's fault. My entire timeline. It's
Listen.
fucking Clue's timeline now.
That's very funny. My timeline has, it's a mixture of everyone who sends me a lot of TikToks is what my timeline has become. Just how it is sometimes.
Alright, you do you, Clue.
Wanna take you there.
I know that song's in my head now too. Fuck.
Yeah.
My choir teacher in high school made us sing that before she was informed that song's about giving head. Yeah, just put that in your mind. Bunch of 17, 16-year-olds singing Madonna's Yeah.
Got. Okay,
So, like, did like a student tell her eventually? I guess, like.
Yeah, it was halfway through the year before she realized. I mean, she didn't know. She was a very old, middle-aged Jewish lady. She was just in it for the meme.
Oh, she had no idea.
Poor lady.
Um,
What a snitch who told, bruh.
Yeah,
Who
what the hell?
yeah, first of all, who the fuck
Okay,
said
we have
something?
to kill this guy, Clue.
Do you want me to kill this guy for you?
Yo, is this guy bothering you?
This guy bothered you, man. That's right, dismount, you piece of shit. Let's go.
Hey, you should take the car. Oh!
Help!
Get in the car!
No! Murder on my mind.
Isn't it crazy that he actually murdered someone?
Oh, fuck, what's his name? What's his name? Goddamn.
Something like Mellow or
Yeah,
Wyan.
Melly or something like that. Yeah.
He had a hit song called "Murder on My Mind" and then got onto jail for murdering someone.
There were absolutely
That's
no
crazy.
signs. There were no
Yeah.
signs.
There were no signs.
Yeah, sometimes it's sad. You never see it coming.
Key and Peele bit.
No, you ever seen that bit where it's oh my fucking god, he's in the interview room.
Yeah.
There were no signs.
There were no signs. There were no tangents either.
Can't believe this.
Can't believe you've done this.
Signs. That was a math joke, wasn't it? Frickin' dweeb. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what the hell? That took you 5 fucking business days to get. What the hell?
Listen, okay?
I'm listening.
I'm up that lead.
You're on lean?
No.
Like right now?
No.
I can't put down the cup. I
I
can't
can't
put down the cup.
I've never done
Molly
lean.
and promethazine. With lead, I fell in love. I love Dave Blunts. Shout out to Dave Blunts.
Yeah, I just think lean's not for me.
Why?
I've never tried it. So
What about
maybe
you,
I don't
Tony?
know
Is
that
that
for a
actually a
fact that
thing?
it's not. Lean is
Lean
real,
is
yes.
cough syrup. Cough
Yeah.
syrup and Sprite and Jolly Ranchers,
Oh.
yes.
Yep.
It's a depressant that has promethazine in it.
I just know from a vine.
That's why when you go to get cough syrup at the CVS, they want to see your driver's license.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just get the little things that you can eat?
I
I'm
think it's
sorry.
specifically in syrup. I think it has to be liquid.
Oh, okay. That's gross.
It's got to be like
I've done grosser things for drugs.
like codeine
Yo.
cough syrup or like something that like. I just love that like. I looked up lean just to look it up, and one of the first like I wonder if this is like
Substance abuse thing or something.
let's see. Actually, yeah. Well, other than the Wikipedia page, Substance Abuse Center is like the next 5, 6. No,
Yep.
no. And then goes information. This one feels like a parent website where it was like, what's my child talking about? And it says lean is also known as purple drink, scissor, Texas tea, purple
drink.
tonic, and dirty Sprite. I've heard a few of those. Like
Dirty Sprite.
I've heard
definitely.
dirty
I've heard
Sprite
purple drink.
and
but
purple
not, like,
drink,
in a
but
meme.
not purple drink. I don't think I ever thought it was a reference to lean.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Stories.
What'd you think it was, Lieutenant?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like probably just like a mixed alcoholic drink with like grape soda or something in it.
I can't put down the. Sorry.
Stuck.
I'm trying to learn more about lean.
Oh. Thinking about getting into lean.
Guys, I think
I'm
this
really
is
excited.
has anyone seen the Family? This is a Family Guy
This is Family Guy funny.
bit. It's like a thing that happens in Family Guy. Peter gets like really into like meth, and he goes like, "Hey guys, I think I understand meth. I really like meth now," and like it just cuts to him over the count of like a year, like going through the different stages of like a meth addict.
Yeah.
And then like he goes through like like yeah, he goes all the way through like intervention and stuff, because I think what was it? I think like Meg was pregnant or something, so they had to like they were like, how could we get through a year? And they got through the year by Peter going on like becoming
Peter.
a drug addict.
Peter, what are you doing? Meth? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
He's just kind of like, guys, I think I get meth, and it's like, oh no. Yeah. So lean, huh? Lean. This play. You know what I don't like is when someone like advertises like this many facts about lean, and they're not like numbered. You know. I just think the list of this could have been better.
Like you could have done it better.
Yeah, like the person who made this
Could've done that
website
better.
could have done this better, you know? Because like I don't want to look at like I was hoping for like fun facts about lean, like, but no, this is just like, what is lean? What does it feel like? What's it made of? What does it taste like?
Right.
Can I tell if my drink was spiked with lean? That's
God.
really dumb. Is lean a drug? What drug is lean? When did lean become a drug? What's the generic name for lean? Lean addiction? Is lean addictive? Why is lean addictive? Is lean a hard drug? What does lean do? Is lean illegal? How does lean make you feel? What does lean do to your body? Is lean bad for you? What does lean affect your mental health? What are short-term side effects of lean abuse? What are long-term side effects of lean abuse? What are symptoms of a lean overdose? What do you do if someone is overdosing on lean?
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
And then more other names for lean. Texas tea again, huh?
The rest.
Texas tea is a crazy ass name.
Yeah. Liquid heroin's a new one.
I've heard that before.
I've heard liquid heroin, but like I've heard like things referred to it, and not like I don't think like lean specifically. Like they'll be like, "Whoa, this is so good. This is like."
Liquid heroin is what comes out of the fucking Taco Bell fucking Mountain Dew Baja Blast receptacle.
I agree.
Well, on that note.
Well, you guys don't want to continue to talk about lean? I feel like our lean conversation is doing numbers. We'll be the #1 lean discussion podcast. Joe Rogan's got DMT or whatever he talks about.
Oh my god, lean.
So we have to get our substance of choice. Does anyone have like a counterpoint to lean? Like you don't want it to be lean? You have another idea?
Lean's good. I like lean.
Okay. You like it? You get
it?
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Oh
you know.
God.
Yeah.
We have a question of the week that wasn't the whales thing, because that was like a sponsored post kind of deal by Gianna. Our question of the week has nothing to do with lean, but I mean, like, I guess you could answer it with lean. What dish would you prepare for Chef Gordon Ramsay?
Spaghetti.
Yeah, just
That's the only thing I can make.
nice plate of spaghetti.
Okay.
You can't carry two.
Oh, you have 2 chug jugs. Okay. That's a hard one. That's like your signature dish, right? Like,
Yeah, basically asking like, you go into your wheelhouse. Like, what do you think is the most impressive thing you can cook? And if it's not, like, if you're not, like, someone who's great at cooking, that's fine. Like, you don't have to be, like, an actual Michelin chef, you know?
So this is terrible to say because I've learned my favorite dish to cook through a Ramsay tutorial. So I'm gonna have to
Oh,
say
perfect.
the beef Wellington tutorial that he gives is really good, and like I would try to my attempt at his own beef Wellington, definitely.
Are you carrying some medkits?
No, I'm not. Oh, I have bandages actually, so I would probably push those out. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at?
So you prefer a beef Wellington?
Beef Wellington, a beef Wellington, absolutely.
Yeah.
To cook for him though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever had a good beef slice, beef Wellington? That shit will change your
Nope.
life. You ever had Napoleon before?
Like the person?
Like the pastry?
Like ice cream?
Are you thinking of Neo Cosmopolitan?
Yeah. It's
It's
Neapolitan.
Oh, Neo
Neo,
Cosmo
not
Napoleon.
Neo Cosmopolitan.
Neo Cosmetologist.
I don't think I
Doing
know
too
what the
much.
pastry is you're referring to, though. I'll be real. I
Oh,
don't
it's
think
like
I've
a
ever.
thin, flaky, almost like croissant kind of pastry.
What is it called?
It's just called a Napoleon.
It's a called Napoleon, yes.
Honestly,
There's
I
that
don't know.
famous line from the movie. It's like, oh, we have Napoleon and beef Wellington. A little bit more, we can take over the entirety of Europe. Get it?
Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm with it. That's funny.
That's what I go for.
You're
What about
funny.
you, Tony? What's your go-to dish?
I think that, like, I'm been thinking about this, and I think, like, it's not like the most impressive thing in the world. But I would definitely, like, out of my bag, I'll make a gluten-free, dairy-free baked ziti. That's probably
Ooh.
one of the best
Ooh,
things
that's a
I
good
make.
one. That's a
Or
great one.
it would be like gluten-free, dairy-free pierogies.
Oh,
One of those two.
pierogies is. I wasn't even
Yeah.
thinking of that. That's such a good idea.
Yeah, one of those two is what I would.
What do you like putting in your pierogies?
I mean, I'm a classic, like,
Meat
just
potato kind of guy.
yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that autistic. Fuck!
Man, pierogies really make you feel a certain kind of way, don't they?
He was just
I
trying
was-
to do something really, like, he was really trying to do something, and as soon as he did it, I messed him up.
And they. I'm uninstalling this fucking game. Why you bully me like that? Why you bully?
I would never do something like that to an
Oh,
old
you're
man.
right. You really.
What did you say?
Get my cane, Tony. Tony, get my cane.
I'm sorry.
All right, let me get my cane so I can walk over to your cane.
You would have never made it in the Great Depression.
Oh my god.
Can we stay on this train? Oh, we have a TIE fighter on us, by the way. That's kind of not lucky.
Oh,
It's okay, the train is going.
Give me the beat, boys, and beat my meat. I wanna be my meat for my.
So my meat is beat.
Till my meat is beat. Yeah, sure. This is gonna lead us out, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. Oh, so is the train. Though.
Trying to be one, be my soul, wanna get lost in rock and roll and drift away.
That song's about heroin.
I don't think I knew that.
No, it's not about heroin. I just
Oh.
made that up.
Damn.
I made it up.
He's an evil villain.
Source. You know what song is about heroin? Follow Me by Uncle Cracker.
Is it actually? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like my trust has been broken. Like it's, you got me
Is
the
it
first
really?
time, and
What
I'm like,
else
I
is
don't know,
there?
Keith.
Like-
But it can...
Tony, there's nothing as good in life other than sex and heroin to write songs about. Come on. Come on, bro.
Apparently, bro.
Come on. Oh, you're Han Solo Blaster.
They're trying to think of some of the best songs of all time and what they could be about now, and I'm like, oh my god, they're all about heroin, aren't they?
What could pumped up kicks possibly be about?
I thought it was about some pretty cool sneakers, man. You told me the pumped up kicks weren't just like it wasn't a statement about how cool your sneakers were.
I heard you say poped up kicks. I was like,
Yeah, we got a new pope.
American
Pope, don't we?
American Pope.
My
Chicago
friend's
White
name
Sox
is
fan.
Leo, so I
Are you
edited a picture
serious?
of him
Yeah.
That's
with
so
like a
funny.
Pope thing on his head.
Like the fucking hat.
Like the
It's
hat,
3
yeah.
feet tall. Yeah. That's epic.
That's epic sauce.
I want to, talking about Pope is a thing, but Tabby, what would your dish be for Gordon Ramsay before we get into Pope talk?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you usually eat? Or do you like cook for yourself?
Sometimes. I don't know. I'd probably just do chicken parmesan.
Ooh, great
That's a
shout.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I said spaghetti, but not. I usually just make it with meat sauce. So he would have two different kinds of. What do you use marinara sauce?
Yeah.
What kind?
Fuck, man. There's kinds of marinara sauce.
I had no idea there was.
I meant
no
like the
idea.
brand. I meant like the brand.
Yeah, there are many different brands. And usually the best answer is the one that's on sale is like a really good answer usually.
Right.
Is it ragu? Is that
Ragu's
That
the
was
one?
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Is it right? I don't know. We're asking you, Tabby.
We're asking you.
Be nice.
All right, Clue.
I don't know the
Sorry,
brands.
I
I
didn't
was
like that.
I was saying ragu because I thought that was the name of the brand.
Oh, okay.
Like I was looking for confirmation that is like the name
Like
of a brand of marinara.
I see what you mean. No, it is. You're correct.
I would eat fucking marinara if it came out of the fucking toilet of an Italian man. I don't give a fuck. I love marinara.
You're so nasty.
What do you mean, bro?
God. I wouldn't eat it if it shitted out of his booty hole. Like,
Okay, I wasn't
bro.
saying that. I was
Like, come on.
like eating it out of a toilet, but okay. You made that connection yourself.
Yo.
Don't blame me for your own inner workings and projections.
It literally came from you. I don't want to talk about it.
I swear to fucking God.
Anyways, yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, no,
I agree.
all good picks
Yeah,
around
good
the
pick.
board, I would argue.
I'm such a pasta lover. I couldn't do it. I couldn't give up pasta.
That's another good segue. What's everyone's favorite type of pasta dish or anything like that? Like any shape of pasta. Any shape of pasta.
Yeah.
Any shape.
I mean, I like bow tie. You can never go wrong with bow tie.
That's a good one. Good one. Very good one.
I like angel hair too.
Oh, the thin
Yeah,
fucking ones?
the thinnest one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's just because pasta does get heavy, and so thin it goes down very easily for me.
I almost feel the opposite. I love the hollow tubes, like the fucking penne vodka type
Ooh,
of fucking pasta.
penne, yeah.
It just carries the flavor with it. Like
Mm,
oh,
yeah.
give
And
me
then there's like a
penne
bunch in
sauce.
the middle and just squish.
Alright.
Alright, calm down now.
Settle
You
down.
got a little too excited.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that penne. Forgive me.
Valid, but we're live. I'm getting the lightsaber.
Hot pursuit.
Lightsaber. Stat.
It's a red lightsaber. I'm evil.
Evil.
Roar.
Police this person right here. Take them away.
My bad.
So the mayor of Newark being arrested. Did you talk about that at all, Tony?
I don't think I saw that.
Oh my god. I know very little about it, but I know he was talking about things like that. Like, very, very crazy. State versus federal stuff. Crazy, crazy.
Do you know
Crazy
like
shit.
what they did?
Not specifically, other than that they were arrested, which is something I probably should have researched before bringing this up, but
Real.
if only Chance was here, Chance would know.
Yeah, he would be all over. Honestly, like
Oh.
you could name like
Going over.
Bismarck, South Dakota as mayor, and
Yeah,
like
people.
Chance would have an idea of what's going on.
All you. Miko's lit as hell. Miko's lit as hell.
Awesome, Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
Ooh!
Yes! Good job! Great job! Oh my god, you did him like that. Sorry, not to interrupt the podcast.
That's a clip. I'm sorry.
Clue's fucking crazy. That's insane. Holy
Oh my
shit.
god. My
That's
cheeks were clenched. I'm
wild.
not gonna lie.
Goddamn.
There's a car coming.
Did you win?
We're gonna
We
win.
beat like a.
We be winning.
We be winning.
Are you winning, son?
One down. Oh my god! Clue! You gotta put it away. It's
I'm
hurting.
sorry.
It's hurting people.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I can't control it. Help!
Oh.
Help me! Ooh, this is like a long range kind of thing. It's not fully a sniper, but if you want to
Oh really?
switch it, yeah. I like
The
that one.
gold
That
one?
was my favorite one. Yeah, the gold one.
Okay. Yep, right over here.
Okay. I have a full
Snooper.
jug, so
Is that a snooper?
he saw us over here.
Here they come.
Vsauce.
Oh, I got fucking knocked down by this guy who's so lit down here.
Mhm.
Vsauce here.
Thunder now.
I'll be real. I've never really watched Vsauce either. Like a gamer sin of mine, almost it feels like. Content sin.
No, I understand. I understand. There is even still such a big like educational hole for like funny science YouTubers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there is no name that comes to mind like other than Bill Nye that comes to funny science educators even 30 years later, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, so to say, who else is there? Because, like, there used to be, like... Can't even think of...
Clue got the victory royale.
I'm
Sorry,
too
no,
good.
Let's
Clue
go,
I'm
Clue!
Clue did it. Clue did it.
Clue's goated. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've always known Clue was this good, but it's really nice that people are finally getting on the bandwagon and understanding.
Clue locked
exactly
it
how
down.
good
Clue
Clue is.
fucking busted it down crazy style. What the fuck?
Honestly, they kind of fumbled it a little bit, so I kind of that was kind of luck. But she actually accidentally went to the glide thingy and probably lost a lot of health. So
I wish I was as good at video games.
that's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not playing on my phone. I'm taking care of business.
You got games on your phone?
I have so many games on my phone.
What, you guys don't have phones?
No. I gotta
Listen,
take
we
it
don't need to
away.
be on our phone all the time. We need to sit and enjoy life.
Mom was right. It's because of my phone.
Is it that damn phone?
It's because of my damn phone.
That damn phone.
If I just, I can't get off my damn phone. You know?
I can't put down the cup.
I can't put down the cup.
I actually would love to know, like, a real-time statistic of how many hours of my life I've spent on my phone.
I really would not love.
No, but like as like a reality
It's a
check,
blessing
you
and a
know?
curse kind of thing.
Yeah, like I would like to know it as like a,
Like I would like to know, but it will hurt. It will hurt.
because like
Without-
I'll
yeah.
be real, like I got to a certain point within like the last like year or so that I don't think I really enjoy my like having a cell phone too much anymore, and it's 100% because of the line of work I work in,
Good
where
job.
it's like
Yeah.
I'm needed to be like on call basically always, and I kind of hate it.
Yep.
So I've learned to kind of like not every time, but a lot of times where phone will go off, it's kind of like, oh man, like I don't really think I want to deal with this right now, you know? It's just like,
Like how do you mean though? Like
Which part?
because it sounds like you just don't like having calls and stuff.
I just don't want to deal with my my work 24/7, and if I didn't have my phone,
You wouldn't have.
I feel like I wouldn't
Yeah.
have, you know what I mean? Like I'm attributing things that I don't want to do
With the phone.
yeah, with my phone.
I see.
I'm equating characteristics to a cellular device that aren't real. I'm like, it's all my phone's fault.
I'm anthropomorphizing my phone. She's nice.
Yeah. She won't leave me alone.
She won't leave me.
Who's she? My cell phone. What?
No.
Yeah, I'm literally just talking about my cell
It's
phone.
literally
not a
like
person.
her, the movie. but
Her name
my
is
phone.
Karen. Okay, I'm Plankton.
Isn't it? Yeah. You know, Plankton, I feel bad for the dude sometimes, you know?
Why? What's wrong with what's?
He, like,
Is he a small king?
no, I mean, like, he always gets the short end of the stick, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Devil's advocate, you mean? Is how you feel. Almost.
Okay.
Clues like you feel this way, don't you?
Well,
No, I mean, you feel sympathetic towards.
I feel sympathetic. It's not like a devil's advocate kind of like argument or anything. It's just he always loses. Look at him. He's small. He's little. He had to make himself a computer wife to have people around him.
yeah.
I don't know. You don't need to feel sympathy for a bitch. No,
I mean, yeah, if he wasn't a bad person, maybe people would be,
You know?
yeah, like fuck
around him.
Tell him to sit and spin. It's his fault.
Like, is Plankton that bad of a guy?
Yeah.
Is he?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, he's used SpongeBob like multiple times. You know, the nicest. You know.
He did brainwash all of Bikini Bottom. Yeah.
But hear me out, though. Oh, that is true. He did brainwash Bikini Bottom.
The chum buckets, yeah, the chum bucket heads, yeah.
That one's real.
That's not epic.
That's not like an ideal representation of one trying to get across here with my message.
I'm a Plankton apologist.
Yeah, but apologies. It's just like when you compare him to his greatest rival in the world, Eugene Krabs. I think he gets a little too much hate when Eugene Krabs gets off a little bit too easy sometimes. Plankton, yeah, he's used SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs sold SpongeBob for like 30 cents.
Yeah.
That's true. This is true.
And yeah, not great. Yeah, maybe the message here is that capitalism isn't great.
Maybe we should bully capitalists.
Yeah, how do we bully?
Yeah.
I would like to bully the idea of capitalism.
Maybe you
Could
should
you tell
fuck
me
up
how?
your landlord. Maybe you should go to his house and claim it yours. Maybe you fight him for it over a duel.
Sir, I
At
challenge
sun-
you to a
at sunset.
duel. It's like, what do you mean you challenge me to a duel? I'm challenging you to a duel for the property you let me live in. Okay.
No, for his property.
This is my property now.
I'm the captain now.
Wait, get out for a second. What are you doing?
Oh,
What are you
okay.
doing? What are you
No,
doing? What are
let's
you
I
see.
doing?
was
There
just
you go.
driving it over
There you
here.
go.
My
There you go.
God.
I can't drive. What the frick are you doing?
What the fuck?
Bros on the car. Good job. Yeah, I meant to do that.
I can explain.
I can explain.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
He's literally way behind me, isn't he?
Guys, together, we're FNAF.
Really?
Is that the bite of 87?
Is that the bite of 87?
It just wasn't either.
Oh, that's not the bite of 87.
That was the bite of 83.
Thank you, Professor Clue.
You're welcome. I said thank you.
How much is the tuition bill?
$7 million.
What the fuck? How much is that in V-Bucks?
2.
More than I can afford.
You know, I'm very thankful at this exact moment in time that Keith said he got me when it came to the tuition for this class. That was very kind of you.
Man of the people.
A man of the people.
Man of the people. Alright, Clue, go get your hurdy stick.
Huh?
Go get your hurdy stick.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Wow, I just kicked you.
He's kind of spanked it back into the vehicle. Yeehaw!
Oh wait, what's this?
Oh, we're about to find out. Uh-oh. Oh, that's you.
Oh my.
Holy
Putting my headset on.
snappers.
Oh, thank you.
Didn't need anything.
I appreciate the thought, though.
It wasn't for you.
Oh.
Wow, fuck you. Actually, take it back.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't put down the cup. Sorry.
You know, you might think this was a podcast, but secretly this entire time this has been an intervention for you not being able to put down the cup clue.
Shit!
Oh, no.
You have to. You have to. You can't outrun your thoughts. You have to stop doing copious amounts of lean.
Did I do it?
Would you tell Henry Ford to stop making automobiles?
You know, I really loved that famous
Imagine.
Henry Ford quote. Henry Ford, like, this isn't the quote yet, but Henry Ford, you know, was really like a man about creativity, right? So he told everyone,
That's
you can have the Model T in any color as long as that color is black.
As long as it's black.
Wow.
And they only offered in black. That was real. Like he was like, yeah, as long as you want black, you can have it in black. But if you want anything else,
Oh, I love it when my masters have a sense of humor.
yeah, crazy.
Oh, cool. We have friends up here.
Baby, I'm crazy.
right, let's dance, Clue. Let's dance.
We can dance if you want to.
We can leave your friends behind.
If your friends want to dance, they ain't no friends
It's
of
going
mine.
down.
All right, well that's happening. Let's get towards him.
This is his car.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Sup, fuckers?
Wow.
Why do you have my phone? F you, that's why. They're running. They're running!
She's a runner, she's a track star.
She a runner, she a track star.
You guys remember the movie version of Fat Albert where Keenan Thompson played Fat Albert?
Is that real?
Yeah. It was a movie
Switch out.
Yep.
from 2004.
They
Hey,
made
Mai,
Fat
how's it going?
Albert in a pre-Clue world.
Oh my god, is this movie older than Clue? I think it is. I do now realize the reason why maybe it wasn't the it isn't the most you forgot low latency? I thought I put it on. I clearly didn't put the right low latency on because I swapped some mode to low latency, Mai.
Getting the other one.
Yep.
So I'm very confused.
Is there stream issues?
No, it's just like Mai was saying the other day that like the delay it's in Twitch settings and not OBS.
Ah.
Well, I'll tell you why I didn't do it then. I looked for a while in OBS and swapped something to low latency that had it the word in it, and I'm like, that's gotta be it. You know, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah. I'd appreciate a link, yeah, because I was so confident. I'm like, haha, if Mai pops in, Mai will know that I did the thing. Oh, you can't send a link.
Great job.
I'm trying to figure out how.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Third down. All right, so
I
settings.
can't believe it.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
I can't even put down the cup.
It was me. All right. I'm trying to figure out
Down the street?
down the street. No, May put a link in chat, but I don't have it that people can put links in chat, and I thought I did for some reason. So I'm trying to figure out. I don't remember what that
Mark?
setting is. So trying to figure out. What let's see, low latency. Maybe if I just Google it.
Here, over here.
And see Twitch on or off. Let's see. Can I find this?
Here,
Go
before
to my
you do
dashboard.
anything, guys.
Hamburger.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, if you could whisper it, I would appreciate that dearly. Thank you. Because I'm like, I gotta see it.
To left.
Talk in chat. Oh. Smile.
Fuck. He's pretty done. He's down. Nice. There's people up there though.
They won't see us. They won't see us. They won't see us. They won't see
No,
us.
no, they do.
Oh my god. Why do I have so
Oh.
many forms of not letting people talk to me on this platform?
Oh Lord.
Alright, now I gotta figure out
I
how
mean,
to
they're for
turn.
a reason.
Alright, why do you have Discord? If you do. Join the Discord and message me. Why have I done this to myself? I swear, if there's like a set it, you do not have Discord. Okay. Okay, I'll figure this out. No, I got this. No, don't worry.
Look it up.
Don't worry. Whispers. Settings for whispers.
Oh fuck.
Markle is
I
red,
have
enable
more,
do not
minis.
disturb. No, that's not quite what I was looking for. Go to Twitch.
We need to find a car and like skedaddle as well.
Fuck out of here, yeah. Let's
There's a
just,
car
I
over
guess,
there.
get through the... Oh, okay.
Security and privacy. Aha! I have turned it off. Let's try again, my dear friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Sweet.
Oh, I thought you got out. Sorry,
I ran
confused.
away, I'm sorry.
That's all good. Oh no.
I downed him. Oh,
Sweet.
It was
I
just,
can't believe... I'm so sorry it took 12 and a half hours for you to teach me how to do that, Mai. As you can see,
Let's stay in this house.
I'm very smart.
That sounds...
It's right on the edge, I guess.
You believe me? I have now swapped it to low latency. I also got to figure out what I set to low latency mode in my OBS settings, because I really have no idea what it was. It's probably fine. Weird. I am not
Come
playing a
here?
game right
I
now.
don't know where.
Oh,
Our friends in stream are, so that's why like you're hearing them
oh
say
yeah.
like,
Yes,
Sorry.
big cross comms. I'm sorry, yeah.
yeah, it's I am currently not playing. We are doing a podcast, and where we're talking. Our question of the week this week, Mai, is what dish would you prepare for Chef Gordon Ramsay? We've also been talking about lean a lot for some reason.
For some reason. Not anything
Mark.
relevant though.
Thank you,
Mark,
Mai.
sees us?
I do really appreciate that, and you.
Storm. Shit.
Yeah, what dish would you prepare? Like, basically, the question is, in your bag of like things that you could cook, what do you think? Like, this goes a little bit hard. We had a wider range of answers. Mine were a gluten-free, dairy-free version of either baked ziti or gluten-free pierogies. We also had beef Wellington that was made from Chef Gordon Ramsay's.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We had a good spaghetti
Oh no.
and
Yep.
chicken.
No.
That's
A lot
it.
of Italian food.
Except for me. Go without me!
P45. I don't think I know what a P45 is.
So probably gonna die too though. No!
Let's look this up.
I think if it was 50 years ago, Tony would have had his own radio station.
You think I would have had a radio station?
And
Oh,
then you'd be like
100%.
way more famous. Probably.
You would have been the progressive kind of Howard Stern in the 50s we all needed.
Yeah. My sauce slaps and I wouldn't let him have it. Oh, what you prefer for him? It's a form to quit work. That's so funny. You would be like, here's a poor 45. That went over my head.
In my head.
Kyle, one day I would love to eat a food prepared by Kyle. I think It'd be great. It'll kill you. All right, maybe I'll watch from afar as you handsomely make your food. I'm like, wow, look how handsome Kyle is as he makes his food.
Speaking of Kyle,
yeah,
I saw a post the other day that made me think of him.
Oh,
where apparently we all know the saying, "Shrimps is bugs."
Shrimps is bugs. Correct.
Shrimps is bugs. Yes,
but there's like some discourse where apparently shrimps were like before bugs on land because the world was just fucking water for a little while there. So really, bugs is shrimps.
I can't believe this.
That's totally true. I completely agree. In the Old Testament or the Pentateuch, it talks about only being able to eat insects which have the hinged knee above the body, which is really just only crickets and grasshoppers. So that tends you to believe that, oh, fuck, people were eating insects all the fucking time back then.
That's crazy.
God damn.
I'm allergic when it comes to food. I have celiac disease, which means I can't have gluten, and I can't eat dairy products. So if either of those things are in it, no, I can't eat it. Yeah, but mine's got a really strong point too. Thousands of years of evolution, we still sneeze around flowers and trees.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Yeah. Kyle said lobsters, crab, shrimp. All that crap is just a giant ocean bugs. No, that's real. And as everyone knows, fish are friends.
Not food.
Not food.
Except catfish fried with fucking grits. Those are food.
Those specifically your food?
Got you, old man.
I got you, old man. How would I know? Well, let me tell you, young whippersnapper. Back in my day, we would.
You do that very well.
He was dead. He's
what
dead.
What were we talking about?
On like a certain president.
Is it of a castle? 'Cause I know that one.
Oh. I mean,
Castle on the Hill.
I don't know exactly where the castle is. Yeah, I don't know. I have an old guy voice I can just go into sometimes. It's pretty fun, huh?
You're ready for the AARP membership, that's for sure.
I could call them and pretend.
Oh
but I put real
should!
Parma pasta, and the pasta has gluten. I could make burrito stuff. You can't cheese that either.
We're talking about food, and I'm realizing how hungry I am.
1/3 butter. So butter. Kyle's like, everything I cook would kill you, Tony. Back in my day, if something didn't work, we would remove it, blow it, and blow it back on, sort of like the music industry are now. True. No, that's real. Potatoes have butter and milk. If you make them that way, smile. There are a lot of like food substitutes for me. Like you could use gluten-free flour, dairy-free, like milks and stuff. But I also get that like it won't taste exactly how you desire, so it would not be the same.
Actually, we should kill these guys.
Yeah, just for their guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Closest thing would be possible of gluten-free nudes, but it's not the same. Yeah. It's not going to exactly be the same.
Good job. Oh no, the car.
I really like the idea of your message being read in an old person voice, so I'm going to read it again in an old person voice. Of back in my day, if something didn't work, we would remove it, blow it, and put it back in. Sort of like the music industry right now. I just think it was a lot more fun, like in the old guy voice.
That was fun.
Yeah. Sometimes it's fun to. No one tastes exactly how I desire, so no, that's real. Prisoner food. Prisoners would be so lucky to get seafood. They literally did. Was that like a thing at one point?
Help.
I did not know that lobster was initially prison food.
What?
That is a thing I didn't know. Because it was a bug from the ocean. And plentiful. I wonder, like, at one point it became like a delicacy.
Oh,
Where do they do that, Kyle?
smart thinking.
I could see it being like an Australian thing.
I'm getting out. I'm getting out.
The poor learn how to scam the rich. Snails expensive.
I'm walking.
Fish eggs expensive.
Oh my god. Get in the car.
I'm trying.
Get in the zone. Auto
AutoZone.
zone. Lobster. Dude, Google listens to me. It listens to this.
Like listens in.
Like to our conversation, because when
Oh,
I
yeah.
said was lobster, immediately like is saying how in like the 19th let's say 19th century lobster was reserved for the bellies of criminals, poorers, and slaves, as crustaceans would wash up on New England beaches by the heaps. So that was what happened to lobster previously rubbish reputation in terms of canned food. Cute. All right, there's a lot of words here.
Hmm.
And I would guess New England. I would guess New England, U.S. probably.
We had this conversation recently. We have a lot of us here who don't like lobster, isn't that right?
I'm not a big seafood.
What's everyone's take? Do we like lobster?
I love lobster.
I do like lobster, but
Me yummy yummy. Okay, sorry.
I was gonna say I wouldn't go that far.
No, I do really like lobster a lot.
What about you, Tabby?
I've had it once and I didn't like it very much.
Do you like it too much? I got you.
I think I'm gonna go out and buy a lobster right now.
Are you a big lobster person, Cliff?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, I am. Huh, I did not know there was a New England in England.
Get in.
Really?
Yeah, I never thought of. I thought like it was like how the states here were like, because there was there's a Jersey
Ew.
in England, so we have a state called New Jersey. Kyle is also very
Oh,
Canadian.
New York, York,
York,
Yeah.
yep.
Hampshire.
There's
Yeah.
an old
Yeah.
Hampshire.
Um,
Oh.
I feel
like
you
you
don't know
done.
what colonial means, brother, but based on seeing you and your answer, American England was previously named New England. I had no idea that England was ever called New England. You learn something new every day. I also didn't know the lobsters thing either. Just wait until you look at TikTok. You'll get lobster TikToks tonight, probably. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of scary sometimes when you look up. You're like, why lobster? Interesting. Harkens back to this conversation.
Yeah.
That is true, Derek, though. Everything does listen to you. Colonial just means colony, which is country. That's fair. It's a pretty safe assumption to make, but you do you. About the, I get where we both... I understand both sides of what you guys are saying.
Wait, what's the
About the lobster.
No, like the
Sorry.
term... Sorry, Kyle and I are in chat are like discussing back and forth that like colonial, like when you say
yeah.
colonial, like a lot of people from this area will 100% be like US, but I guess there were colonial times in other countries based off of whether they were colonized or not. You know?
Yeah.
I'd say most of them, yeah.
Yeah, looks at countries, probably almost all of them. I'm trying to think if there's probably like countries that are like very small island countries that were never
the
like
God bless
colonized.
the North Sentinel Island.
Yeah, like they probably were never colonized. Based on the time, both the group roster makes sense. Oh, that's fair. I'm very America coded. So anytime I hear like New England or something, I do just auto assume like this area. But
Yeah.
I guess if I was England coded, I would probably assume the other way. You know what I mean?
Just like anywhere else. Like
Yeah, possibly anywhere else in the world.
If you're not near New England, you probably don't even think about New England like
Yeah.
9 months out of the year.
I'm an East Coaster, so like New
Yeah.
England is like an area here, and like I'm very familiar with that
Mhm.
area. But yeah, even like kind of cool. I think what you're saying is if you're from like California or something, you might not even really know that there's an area of the U.S. called New England. The only inkling you might have is that there's a football team called the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Yo, Family Guy put New England on the map. If you think about it.
That's true. The New England Pawtucket or whatever, right?
Yeah.
The beer.
If you see me out in
You used to a group of Americans hang out with, one of which thought the USA was the first ever country. We're not all that dumb, okay? I don't know how I like I am not a person who ever go to bat and be like I'm the smartest guy in the room, but I
Oh, I would be.
Because Keith, you are the smartest guy in the room a lot of times.
No, I have that ego. I'm not.
Okay, I was gonna say, Keith, you are very smart.
I
got the ego.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm by far the least intelligent person in most rooms I'm in.
I don't know, man. I know Tony, but enough of you are for it to be an issue. No, I get it. Yeah. No, it's there are many things I could say right now. And I'm just gonna say one anyway because it's my platform. We elected a guy that won the majority of the vote. Yeah, most of us aren't smart.
Yeah.
So, smile. See, I called you Tony. I called Tony Q and you just froze for a split second. Exactly. You know, I was so starstruck. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Who do you think in the Tony crew would become or be most likely to become Pope?
Tony.
Tony probably.
Yeah.
You probably.
Tony. Tony's the most morally high person we have.
I'm trying to think of like who has like really great morals.
Tony.
I don't think I have morals that are that good.
You have good morals. You have very.
They're fine.
What do you mean? What opinions do you have, Tony?
I just assume that these are everyone's opinions. You know what I mean?
I'd just be having opinions.
Yeah. And Kyle, I agree with you 100%. Dude, I did not like him before he ever was involved in politics. I already knew that, like, he was, like, a fluke. You know what I mean? Like, not real. When Baker up to court after. Yeah.
It's not real.
And I did not vote for him either of the times he was elected. So.
Oh, okay.
You know, I will, because you know we don't talk about politics very often on the podcast unless Chance is here. Usually, when Chance is here, it's always we talk about a lot actually. But yeah, I'm very confident, like to like say I did not vote for him any of the times he's ever ran. Never would. The only thing I fully understand about politics is they are all liars. Yeah, that's not incorrect. It's just a matter of who you think is going to do your needs.
Amount of lying.
The least amount of lying and damage sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh!
Oh, wow.
I got pushed off the side, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the least damage is Tony, I spent a month in Wyoming car and I literally started losing my hair. Stress is fine. I don't blame you. Like, it's not good. Like,
Stop running.
I will say this, and
my
I do mean this. Like, there was recently a moment where, I was like, we're kind of like, not that we're kind of, just like, I feel like we were so close to like not being able to come back from,
From what he's doing.
yeah. Tony, I'm winning a poker. Let's go, Gianna!
Hey.
You feeling the rush?
This is our sign to start gambling.
Yeah, let's all gamble. What do you want to gamble on? You feeling the rush?
Celebrities.
Like, I need to call my doctor on Monday because the next time you see me, I might be bald. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's go.
Where?
Let's get out of here. Somewhere in this circle. Let's go like right around here.
It's bad, I cry. I'm sorry you had to, go all in on red, Derek. wear a plunger, own it, assert your dominance, true. I always, like, wonder sometimes, like, what would I look like if I was bald? I just don't get the rest of my head.
The answer
Oh,
is
God.
usually not great.
Alright, I'm fine. The Snapchat filters for Tony. I was setting up the bit that I have a bald toggle. That I am. Yeah.
I thought you said pie.
No.
Speaking of pie, she busy?
No.
She busy?
Caitlin has not graced us with her presence. I think she is busy this evening.
Caleb, we want to play Rust with you.
I was gonna say, if those words do not summon her, I don't think anything will.
Nothing will.
Yeah. She's in Nebraska. Yeah, she ain't around. Or was.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Is that like code for something?
No, I believe she's in Nebraska.
Cream pie? No.
Oh, let's not.
This is our lovely friend who goes by the online alias of pie.
Let's go fuck those guys up, Clue.
Oh wait.
I think I'd rather go to Wyoming than Nebraska. I don't.
Okay.
Let's go fuck
I would. They want golfing. We were just talking about this before.
Oh Lord.
It's very interesting. You know.
Up over here.
Ooh, we're in the perfect place though.
I think like right here.
We were joking before that
Ooh, big shot.
did I show you the hats? You did not. You went disc golfing today. Another different type of golfing.
Oh, that's cool.
We were talking before that they're like
Also,
different
yeah,
echelons of white.
It's a
Good job.
like a golf alternative
Over
that
here,
is
Cliff.
also like really cool.
Which one? Disc golf?
Disc golf, yeah.
Is
It is
disc
really fun.
golf?
It is really fun.
The game where there's like a trash can and you throw wow, I'm so dumb right now.
Frisbee.
Get it? Frisbee into it,
Or
and
a
like you
Good job.
or discus.
Thanks.
I've kind of played that once, a little bit.
I think there's like two different ones. Because I know the one you're talking of.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can either throw it into the top of the trash can, or there's a little cutout in like the center of it that if you throw it in is worth more points. But there's also like there's ones where it's like a little post with like a little net.
Yeah, like a chain net thing. Yeah.
Yeah, a little mesh guy that you
Yeah,
try and
okay.
land the frisbee on.
That's what I associate with disc golf.
Yeah.
Disc golf cookies.
I feel like the can
which
one has a
version?
different name, but I don't remember.
That's what I think of first.
They're club or no disc? No, it's just like you just have your frisbee in your hand. You kind of throw it.
Was everybody's first exposure to disc golf the Zoe 101 episode? Was for me. Okay, maybe not. All right.
I don't remember very
This
much
guy.
of Zoe 101.
I remember too much.
I've never seen that show.
I love that show. Jamie Lynn Spears, great actress.
I watched a little bit of Zoe 101. That was like on my like tail end of watching anything like that though. Yeah, so Bo, which version of it? You throw it into like these chain things. So okay. That sounds fun, regardless.
Pretty chill.
The first exposure to disc golf was a friend of mine asking me to play, but I'm ancient, so I think it was after my time.
Oh, you clue? Oop. I went 2 balls deep. I'm sorry.
2 balls deep. 2 balls deep. Yeah, so we were talking about before though that there are varying levels of white, and that I'm not like golf white. I'm also not I don't remember if it says before, I'm also not tennis white. I'm also not I don't know what else do people play a lot of.
I'm not bidding on sports white.
Tennis. Or you shit tennis.
You're not betting on sports white?
No.
That's what you said? Are you get out of ticket white? Might be get out of ticket.
No.
No, I've gotten tickets before. Like, are you saying like I get pulled over, I don't get a ticket? Because I've gotten plenty of tickets from getting pulled over before.
I've never gotten off with a warning. I don't ever think.
Damn.
Derek is definitely golf white. I'm basement dweller white.
Derek is country club white. Let's not.
Yeah,
fuck
that's
around
what I was
here.
gonna say.
Derek, you're country club white tax
Disc golf
bracket.
is a sport played much like traditional, but where players throw a disc at a target, using rules similar to golf. The goal is to complete each hole in the fewest number. Okay, so it's and like I understand
golf.
how like
Golf
golf works. I honestly don't think I really understand too much how tennis works though.
Oh, I need help. She's almost dead. She's down. Oh,
No, it just spawned in.
Yeah.
Oh, good try. Fucking Travis Scott. No.
And a Sabrina too. Wow.
Oh.
Playing Chapel. I'm so disappointed in myself.
I've been told a few friends that I'm invite to the cookout white.
Oh, that's funny.
One place wanted like 20 grand. You had to spend another 2 to 5 grand on food every year.
I'm extremely hungry. I'm probably gonna order something.
Ooh, what are you getting?
I'm hungry too. What the fuck should I order?
Wait, it's 9 o'clock.
It's true. I
Ooh,
got
when you
tickets
live in
before the last time I
Bumblefuck.
pulled over. The guy's like, didn't
you
you
should
see
be
me? I'm like, yeah, we'll slow down. Then he just left and we asked for my license. Okay. I wonder if Canadian police and U.S. police are very different, though. I don't know. I don't know if they are. The one time I was in Canada, I did not interact with police.
You ever interact with a Mountie?
No. I heard they were extinct.
You like the dodos.
Like the dodos, yeah, it's true.
Tony, what's the crime you're most likely to go to jail for?
It probably used to be possession, but that's really not as much of a thing anymore. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what crime it would be.
Rap City is closed. Shit.
Tony,
Oh.
you're giving public indecency.
Oh,
I don't know if I like that.
Not really, but maybe.
I don't know, man. You saw police in Parliament Hill, did we? I don't remember them. I feel like I wasn't threatened by them, so I didn't know. I didn't feel their presence as much.
something that my my significant other says a lot. Oh, not a lot. He said it once, but I think about it a lot. It was when there's like a bunch of police. There was like a bunch of cops. I don't remember why. It was because it's toward the end of the month, and we were driving around. He was like, "I don't feel safer knowing that there's like a bunch of cops around."
Never do. Never
Oh,
have.
shit, yeah, 100%.
I legitimately have never felt safer or anything with cops around. Not once in my entire life.
Never,
Right, yeah.
never.
Like if I'm like driving on the street, I'm like worried now, and I'm looking behind me. I'm getting distracted. You know, If anything, it's a
the
distraction.
best-
Get police
yeah.
off the streets. No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
if the cop's like behind you in the lane, you're like, oh fuck, dude. Like
Yeah.
you are
I get
Like-
major anxiety.
like 1.5 eyes are focused on the fucking rear view mirror.
Yeah, from experience, the best thing to do is just ignore their presence. Don't, like, you drive past one, don't even look. Like,
Right, yeah.
yeah,
It's just we all kind of like collectively understand that they're mostly predatory more so than helpful.
Right.
it's because
It's
like,
unfortunate.
yeah,
I mean, they've had lawsuits over their right to not have to serve and protect, which should tell you
Yeah.
kind of it.
apparently, Keith, you need to add windows on your base in Rust.
Well, I did. After Pi left that beautiful guitar on my
When the
body, I put
uncle
windows
was
up.
cool when we went shooting, got to use a private trooper range for ourselves. American police is scary. Even kids and uncle is
Get
scary.
away from
Dude, like it. There are there's levels.
Leave me alone.
There's levels to this shit, you know. Where
Why do you need a 4-year degree to study law, but 6 months of training to enforce it?
yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know that I'm pretty sure this is universal, at least in the U.S. That in order to become a
Knowledge or
police
just, like-
officer, you need a degree, but you need an associate's degree, and it could be in any field. It does not have to be like anything to do with law enforcement. It could be anything else.
Wow.
You could go like to get a degree in like cooking. You could get a degree in,
These nuts? Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah,
I
you
said it
could get a
before I
degree in these
stopped
nuts.
myself.
Fucking Clue fighting the urge.
We have a police foundations 2-year course at the college, and then you have to, and you don't get to be a cop. There's a waiting list. Yeah, there is. I'm sure, because I even know. I don't know this for example, but from the way you're talking about before, I assume you're not from the U.S. I don't know what your experience is and where you're from, and obviously Derek and Kyle, I know you're both Canadians. The type of person who often wants to be a police officer here or
are the most useful to the state. You should say that.
Sure.
Most
But a
useful
shoe cat,
robots you
gotcha.
can run.
It's just kind of like, I'll give you this example. If you had a bully in school,
There
is a high percentage nut. I love a high percentage nut in my day. It's a good day for
Okay, sorry.
yeah, no, that's a really good descriptive. Here it's like, I would say like 2%. 98 to the people who want power and the 2% to the people who want to fix the place. Like I don't, I'm saying a lot of blanket statements. There are probably a handful of cops who got into it for the right reason.
What right reason is there, though? What right reason is to stop crime? That in itself is not.
Yeah,
a good
that's
thing.
I more meant like to
protect,
I don't know,
like
protect people. Yeah, but
police protect property. That's all they protect.
That's fair.
They protect private property. That's all they protect. You can send cops to investigate a fucking 7-mile wild warehouse because you have property and they have to. Not people of certain class do not have that right or privilege. So therefore, the police serve to protect those who have capital and property. That's it. That's absolutely it. There's no communal good that they serve. None. Zero. And if you subscribe to becoming a police officer, you probably see things and probably a little bit more in the binary, which is helpful for the state because you're easily malleable, but
I think you really like cops. Personally, I think that you're.
I think Keith's a big cop
I'm a
guy.
big fan of cops.
Yeah,
I'm a
from what I can gather here, I can tell.
He actually wants to be one.
Yeah, I think so. But Kyle said that's kind of funny, Tony, because the two people that got bullied the most in elementary school, one became a cop and the other joined the military. It's pretty much exactly.
Of course, when you see it that simply, of course.
Yeah. Well, these are the people that got bullied the most, is what Kyle was saying. So this is actually usually like the opposite. And from my experience, is people who usually are the bullies are the ones who go into it. But also, you forgot the small town cop archetype. Okay, the guy who literally just does nothing and just don't do anything unless you're not from around there. Unfortunately,
I heard footsteps.
That archetype does usually fit
Here they are.
One of these two categories. At least, it's the type of thing where it might not seem like they do to you potentially, but it's because you're not in the group of people that they're trying to, for lack of a better term, keep out. It just depends on if you're from around there or not. But yeah, that's fair. Yeah. It's a rough and there's one thing, I'm not going to get too much into like what I do for a living or anything, but what I do for a living, there are often times where you have to have a relationship with police, and it is a very
odd position.
It's weird for me. It's so weird for me. Like I told you guys I had to go to a bunch of events before, and I had to shake a few cops' hands while I was at a few events because they offered to shake. My gosh. And because it's the type of thing where they offered to shake my hand, and it's like I can't just not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Because I'm here to I'm not Okay, Keith, I can't because I'm representing a business. I am not representing myself.
None of it in your contract says you have to shake hand with the police. I promise you. Nothing.
Well,
I don't think
so. It's a much more societal pressure and expectation that makes you think that you have to do that. Absolutely. There's nothing in your contract that says you do
there is nothing in my contract that says that. However, when I'm in like a public scenario with like
Yes, it's the same reason you want to call him sir or officer. It's nothing
Yeah.
in
Respect
It-
comes with the role.
yeah, it's I don't know.
respect my fucking double nuts.
My double cheeked up.
You got tased
On a
ones that
Thursday
infect me,
afternoon.
scared the cop when I started walking towards him though. With the ones that stick in you or the one that's an arc stick, ooh, stuck way too close together. Okay.
So, and
Gotcha.
I think another important facet to mention if we're on this subject is that police demand a certain military-like respect when themselves are not military trained, but we expect them to take these kind of roles to be military. So when they refuse to go to a school where an active shooting has happened, they cower because they do not have training. They are not trained to do the roles that we ideally want them to do, which really aren't good reasons to do those roles, but it's the basis of the reality. So it's so crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like people in the military in an active war zone have to abide by engagement standards and stuff. Shooting warning rounds. Engaging, talking to this person you think is a threat. That doesn't apply to police officers. It just doesn't. So they want the military respect without the military standard. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely crazy. It's inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Yes.
I honestly, it's funny though because he tased me without warning, mistaking me for a murder. They were looking for it. That's crazy. Not even like a put your hands up kind of. Honestly, you wonder if they have a special mode on the table, especially for electricians. There's different like voltages. I'm pretty sure. Of like modes, like they can switch onto the taser. Like they can, because zap so many times. Like, okay, let's do it again for fun. Jeez. I'm glad because I would have fought and probably be the one on my acid charge. Yeah. Oh, Kyle. What if I just say, Kyle, I am that poor, my man.
Secret tunnel.
I live in this this wonderful mix of having just like not ever making enough money to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm at a point where I'm like, yeah, I can exist from week to week, but not well. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's never been like,
Just checking them out.
and it's the type of thing where I don't live in my own place, right? And that's something I desperately want to do. It's just I can't do it yet. I'm getting older, man.
It's
I need
all
to
right,
do
that's
it
fine.
eventually.
I'm shooting.
I would love to live in my own place if it was feasible.
Yeah, no.
It's so great.
I'm having, instead of a baby fever, it's home fever. I want my own home.
I want my own home.
Yeah, exactly.
I want my own home. I'm moving in on this.
You had money inheritance bought an MX-5 race car to learn to drive in. I have regret it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would be very easy for me to sit here and say, like...
Nope.
Like, oh, it... As I've never had that kind of money, so I don't know what it's like to be in that position. So I don't know
if you suddenly got like 150K a year, dude, it'd be fucking crazy. It'd be absolutely insane if I had that.
I can't even imagine it.
Bro, I would get so hot so quickly. What are you talking about? Like Christ almighty. Holy hell.
It's true. It's not fun now. I bet. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. When you have money, yeah, it's a very eye-opening experience. Whoever said that with house fever, no, it's true. Like, dude, like that's I think the thing I want the most in the world at this point in time is just to have like my own place.
Oh my god.
A little place with your own little garden, a little nice.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that nice either. It just has to be like
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? like I would love for it to have
A bathroom,
a bathroom,
room
a
for
bedroom,
me,
and
an
like
extra room maybe, and that's it.
yeah.
You're the goat, Clue.
I know.
Like I'd rather
So-
surround myself with people who
See,
will be
remind
there
me.
if I need them, rather than that. I can only imagine that was like a crazy eye-opening experience for you. For like people who are like, hey, where's my cut? You know what I mean? Like that kind of
People have been here.
yeah, that type of scenario. And then your real friends are just happy for you. You just want 2 acres? Give me. I don't need 2 acres. 2 acres is a lot of land. Also, we're from different places though, Blade. So it is very like. I think 2 acres might not be like as much land, maybe to you.
40 acres and a mule is bigger than
Okay, all right,
I'm
all
sorry.
right, all right.
What?
40
Got my
acres
money. One of my
and a
best friends
mule.
set fire to his bike, blamed on the repair, and I did, and extorted me for money. When I declined, he set his dog to me. That's wild. I'm sorry you dealt with that.
40 acres.
That's crazy. But I think 2 acres where Blade is from versus 2 acres where like I live are very different amounts of land. Because 2 acres here would be crazy.
2 acres is a lot, yeah. I have half an acre.
God damn.
Yeah, like
Oh shit, you taking it?
but it is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, NJ is the India of America. We are the most densely populated state in the United States. We have the most people per area per land. Yep, it's all population density.
Your state, Tony?
Yes.
Oh, really?
New Jersey is the most densely populated state in the United States.
I would think it's the other one.
New York.
Yeah.
Most of the New York metropolitan area is in New Jersey. Fun fact.
Because you got to keep in mind with New York, when people say New York, they think of the city, but like picture like upstate New York. Upstate New York is like farmlands. Like it's all like open space. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah.
But here it's we're all like little sardines. He tried to take me to court, but they laughed him out. Yeah, people talk about the smell here all the time. I guess since I'm from here, I don't notice what you're talking about. And maybe it's certain areas. Yeah, people always like shit on New Jersey for a lot of stuff. I'm used to it.
No, because I saw one show 10 years ago and it let them make their entire opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
we gotta
respawning.
get this fucker. Yeah.
Yep.
8,
Sorry,
7,
buddy.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, at
It's
one
Master
point,
Chief.
at one point, it became like a very funny joke to make fun of New Jersey.
Testing it. Sorry.
I mean, Kate was just there, and she said she could smell like a good ways away.
It smells like multiculturalism and not a lot of white people.
You'd just be nose blind to it. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm getting the need to feel like I need to defend the place I'm from a little bit. Like, I feel like people give our area a little bit too bad of a rap that it doesn't deserve.
I hate hearing shit on New Jersey from people who have never been or lived here for a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
There's like a bunch of people.
Yep.
The repair was
Just still in
short,
this
changing
way.
injector modern, broke the mount, and just that sucks. I walked him through it, showed him what to do. That's my advice. Always cover your ass, people. Yeah, it's good too. Too many fake people around. Yeah, it's good to cover your ass. Make sure you're in the okay. And it is possible that I am nose blind to it. I don't know. It's just weird sometimes. Like, like there are areas where like a dump or something is close, and it doesn't smell great. I'll be real.
I'll be right back.
Just kidding, we won. Just kidding. Just kidding, we won. We won that match.
Keith just stepped away, but yeah.
Literally.
How I Met Your
died.
Mother
He
told
died.
you to hate New Jersey. Where is How I Met Your Mother located? New York, probably, then, if they rag on New Jersey. It's a very, like, New York thing to do. Yeah, New York City. Yep.
So much stuff happens
That makes
in
sense.
New York City. In, like, movies and stuff.
Yeah, it's a meme of it.
I'm actually also gonna be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab something real quick.
Then they go out there and, like, wait, it's nice. Yeah, it's the type of thing where people will shit on it, and then it's like, have you been there? No. Where did you get your opinion from? Either, like, someone else says it a lot, or, like, you saw the show The Jersey Shore and assume that everyone is like that in the entire state.
Love Snooki though. Sorry.
I really don't have any love for Snooki. I'm gonna be real with you.
I mean, understandable. I've never seen like a. I don't actually like her or anything. I haven't been. I don't know any of her like stuff. I don't know. She just looks pretty.
So
like, she's probably like not even a good person, but
I don't know nor really care about
yeah.
whether anyone from the Jersey Shore cast were good people.
Can I say
Or,
something controversial?
Um,
Oh boy.
they just gave they gave the whole entire state a bad name.
Snooki's the Marie Antoinette of the East Coast, and I'd stand by that. People assign
Yeah.
attribute blame to her that
No,
never really
definitely.
happened. There's just this woman being young and enjoying life that everyone wanted.
Just like on a TV trying to be.
Like Christ Almighty, like good God.
I mean, it's easy when you're like, she's white, right?
Italian? So
No,
Oh, okay. Just so, like, slightly tan.
Snooki wasn't
She's white,
actually Italian.
was she not actually Italian?
No, because she was adopted into an Italian family.
But brown eyes, brunette hair. Bro, come on.
I wouldn't be
She's
surprised.
Chilean, and apparently
Not white,
she's like,
basically.
yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay.
not, she's Chilean.
She gets.
I mean, at that
She
point,
gets a
it's
bad rap.
even. It's just kind of. It's easy to point the finger at somebody who's a minority,
Yes, absolutely.
who's like a
absolutely.
woman that can't really do anything.
And,
I am
like,
gonna let
yeah.
my dogs out though. That's
sure,
why I
take your
backed out. So
Take your time, take
you
your
can play around without me.
time.
Okay.
You're good.
Be right back.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, a big thing I don't like is that, like, most of, if not like everyone, like, I think there's like, from the OG cast of the show, I think one person who was from New Jersey. Like, these are the people who vacationed here, not the people that live here. Yeah, looking it up, one out of, I don't know how many people were in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 out of 8 people who were a part of it, one of them lived in New Jersey. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 8 were from, of course, New York. And one of them was weirdly from Rhode Island. But yeah. When Kate's cousin asked why I was trying to steal her to Canada, I said, "Have you seen Wyoming?" He just laughed. That's fair. Depends on what decade is too, on if Italians count as, I'm sorry, like what, as white, I guess would be the reference there. She's Chilean because she's spicy. Chili Joe. Yeah, I got you. Good job. Yeah, okay. Modern day, yes. I would say that Italian. Okay, my big thing, and say, disagree with me if you're like, if you benefit from the privileges of being white, you're white. Pretty much, like if you benefit from all the societal privileges of what comes with getting to be white, you're white. So Italians are white. Huh? But which part? Huh?
We do have a very unique American set of slurs for Italian people, though.
No, brother. No, brother. What? Are you disagreeing with me that Italians are white? I'm confused. So
I think when people think of white, they think of Anglo-Saxon, in which Italians do not fit, basically.
they did elect a Mussolini fan. Oh, that's true. Wait, granted, not many of the black community in the UK have privileges of white. That doesn't make them white. I think you're misconstruing what I'm saying a little bit. And when I mean like the societal privileges of being white, not like of like the land they're from. Like not that they don't have the same privileges in that state. It's like a societal white privilege kind of thing. We can harken it back to the conversation about police we were having before, where there were a lot of times, like we were talking about, like, what kind of white are you? Where a lot of white people, most white people, probably all white people, do get away with much more in front of a police officer than someone of color would. And under those confines, to me, and maybe it's just the area I'm from too, Italians are definitely part of that. But I don't think maybe you're arguing the Italian thing. Am I sounding crazy?
Tony, to the average like Caucasian individual, do you think they could distinguish between a Mexican and an Italian person?
Yes.
Really?
Someone who's of Hispanic origin, someone who is Italian?
I don't. I guess we disagree that I think the average American probably could not distinguish them, at least by phenotype alone.
They're I don't mean to get us back into, or even deepen, I guess, the political hole that we have been trying to dig ourselves out of. But I don't know how true it is, but I saw something where, like, the ICE agents were, like, deporting Native Americans because they couldn't tell them apart from Hispanic people.
That, unfortunately, I could more understand. Which is really fucked up. It's like you can't deport a Native American. Like,
I remember even specific cases where these immigration people were asking for specific documentation from these indigenous peoples on reservations, on federally known and monitored reservations. Like, you're just fucking with these people at this point. You really are. You really are.
So Italians specifically are white. They are slightly more tan due to higher sun exposure. The privilege is not what makes them white, though. So it's the genetics. I wasn't ever saying that the only thing that makes them white is privilege, but I don't know. I was trying to give other reasons to why. Yeah, I guess it's just, You'll literally let him after Supreme Court ruled that a president can't do anything illegal. Yeah. And like I also say all this as being a large portion of my genetics Italian. I am not just speaking about people who are Italian without being Italian. My grandfather came over from Italy, so we're like very freshly Italian in the U.S. still. I don't know. And maybe, Keith, I'm underestimating the intelligence of people when it comes to like being able to differentiate groups of people. I like to think they could, but maybe they can't. If ICE is mixing up Native American and people who are of Latino descent, then,
I think it's a lot worse than what you think.
Yeah, maybe it is. Because I'm basically, when you say the average American, I think of myself. Like, would I be able to distinguish between two people based off of their nationality? And I'm like, from these two, yes. So Mai said everyone needs to be more like the French. I don't think we need to be more like the French, but I'll read the second half of this. When they don't like something, they riot, and when they riot, they actually riot. That's called Philadelphia. We have one of those. The French would topple a government if tax got raised a little too much. Kyle said, "Well, I have no love for the French, mostly because of the Quebec separatists. Though they do make hella good cigarettes. That's fair." Philly doesn't riot like the French. I need to see some like I need to see two sets of pictures. Okay.
I need to see a Frenchman on a light post, and then when I see that, I'll agree.
I want to see an area
I'm sure it exists.
pre-French riot and post-French riot, and pre-Philly riot and post-Philly riot, and then as a council.
I get the sentiment of that comment, though. Like, French people have a very low tolerance for political bullshit, which I do admire. I can't help but to admire. Absolutely. But then they also deal with right-wing politicians, which they don't protest all the time, but we'll deal with that.
I'll be real, I don't know a whole lot about French politics or France in general.
You have to, like, France does a lot in terms of maintaining its francophone, which should tell you a little bit about its politics.
So they don't like people from not France.
They really like being French, is what I could say. They really like being French.
I'm sure, like, if people are saying that the French riots are pretty famous, oh yeah, I believe you. I was joking about the Philly thing. I don't know if that landed as humor or not. I'll be real. I have not heard. If you had asked me, do I know who this person is? I don't think I would have been able to name them. The French prime minister.
They had elections recently. I don't know who it is now.
Francois Bayrou. The French riots don't really get news coverage here in America, not even last year. And they literally riot all last year. Okay, yeah, maybe that's why. We, like... We do mostly, like, cover our own stuff, mostly.
Still, if you're looking for coverage, you can certainly find it. There are tons of, like, random YouTube channels that will that will look for this kind of political enactment type stuff and broadcast live when it happens. For example, YouTube is a huge proponent in broadcasting both the Turkish and the Greek protests in the last 6 months, which
Good job, Gianna.
It's hard to find elsewhere. So very crazy, very crazy.
I've learned something new about the French today. No, if we saw how the world really was, we'd fucking actually riot. TikTok does well giving us news from the normal USA coverage. That's true. And Twitch is not being our ally here. The links, even though we permitted. I feel like that command has like never worked, and I don't know why. Why do you think the powers above wanted to ban TikTok? Because of China? Security BS, it was literally a fucking political ploy, bro. Yeah, that's true. Trump said, like, I saved TikTok, bro, you wanted it gone. Yeah, that's the thing. It was totally a ploy, I think, to like try to get a lot more younger voters on their side. Of, hey, yeah, we kind of are in real talk, so apologies anyone popping in. But yeah, I gotta think that we that had to just be like a play to try to get younger voters on Trump's side, because he's trying to be like, hey, I'm the one that saved your favorite thing. You know, and it's like, the reason you're the one who wanted to ban. Anyone else see this, guys? Also, hi Mendez. I hope you're well. No, like right now we have like we're having like a pretty open conversation about politics right now. That I will say should stay in the chat, stay to this chat, like when we eventually read out and stuff, don't bring it into someone else's chat. But we are happily talking about it here now. Literally just support an American manufactured by not outsourcing Net Easy. While we outlaw or limit outsourcing. Yeah, right? That is the thing where it comes to and some of these are things that I don't know a whole lot about. I'm just a person in front of a microphone right now. But yeah, we currently have a leader who doesn't currently really understand most of the thing he's doing. I think it's someone telling him to do it, and he does it. Make more in America, make more jobs, increase our wealth, happy people. I would like just to live somewhere, I think. Like, have my own home. I think that would be fun. Actually, I really would want to have my own home. It's currently why the economy is starting to crash. It's why tariffs are bad right now, because they were made reallocation to China's tariffs because the U.S. was importing so much. Yeah, no, there is like legitimately and this is, I don't even want to say this because it's very fucked up. The only way like a lot of people are in our generation it actually, Mendez, I think you said it well, without a nest egg from the family. Basically, without inheriting someone else's home, it's pretty hard to have your own one. It's not easy to.
I don't even think it's hard. I think it's just borderline impossible for most people.
I was trying to
impossible.
code it in a little nice way. It's impossible. It actually is.
There's absolutely no way that you could expect to qualify for a mortgage that isn't a 60 fucking year fucking 39% APR.
Yeah.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
It's pretty
Absolutely
crazy.
fucked.
You bought a home with your parents' mortgage is $5,500. I couldn't do that. Like, you know what I mean? It's a 2-family meaning that both tenants have to pay about $2,500. Like how? Like I don't think I still probably couldn't do that. No one afford that. Yeah. Kyle said it's really bad here too. 10 years of Trudeau, 4 years of Liz. See, I don't know Canadian politics really either, because I know your political spectrum is a little bit different than ours, where I'm. This is a concept that I don't fully comprehend myself, but I know that like theoretically, like a Canadian conservative isn't as far right as like an American conservative. I think
Still
that's
conservatives.
they are so conservatives, but like for example, like I think that's a thing.
That's not even just unique to Canada. American politics are so much more far right than the rest of the world. Absolutely, 100%. Both parties are way much farther to the right.
I could rent, but damn near the same thing. I was going to say, the thing is, though, if you rent, it's the same price as a mortgage. You know what I mean? So it's like, but in order to get into the home, you still need like so much money to do it in the first. Like a down payment alone is crazy expensive.
It's also easier to blame liberal politicians when it's in total earnest completely the responsibility of the landlords for making these prices. This is not the policies of any particular party. This is corporate greed. This is greed of landlords. This is greed of landowners. This is so
your rent is 650 euros. So years ago it was 350. Damn, gone up 100 each year, and it's a shithole. Damn. Our conservatives are more liberal than your Democratic, if I recall correctly. Okay. See, I didn't know the exact. I know, like they don't fold. It's not like a perfect like lineup of spectrums. Kyle said, Keith, 12% of our population increase in 2 years on federal. That's federal. In the UK, even if you had money, you couldn't get a place.
That wouldn't account for the massive housing increases
land ownership
of
is
price
anyway.
alone. Are you kidding me?
This is a topic I don't know anything about, so I gotta let Keith go off of this one.
Blaming immigration for the increase of prices alone is absolutely myopic, because it's not the people who are coming in who are raising the prices. The demand isn't that high. I mean, it is that high, but for example, it's being extorted. So the average Canadian consumer, even much more than the American counterpart, are being milked so much more by these landlord and corporate owners than Americans. Easily, by far, the Canadian housing crisis is on level, if not worse, than it is in America. Absolutely, 100% agree. But it's not due to influx of immigration. It's due to these corporate landlords seeing that they can exploit that information of people coming in. It's not necessarily the fault of these people trying to get a fucking home. Not at all. Not at all.
Sounds good, Mike. Mendez was saying luxury housing is crazy right now. And yet we have a homelessness problem, like in quotes. Fill these holes, give them jobs and a monthly salary, and watch the homeless problem clean itself up. Yeah, it's a type of thing where the richest among us could easily wipe out probably the homelessness problem, but I don't think it'll ever happen.
We have 3 or 4 times as many abandoned homes as we do unhoused people. Like,
and it's like, well, this is very simple math here.
Like, wait, hold up, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Oh God.
And Blade said, "Don't even get me started on the phrase real estate portfolio and real estate listings. There's no money in There's no money in solutions chat. Remember that. Money is literally the problem. Yeah. We don't have houses. Gotcha. So you're saying the issue in Canada is population is increasing, however, the amount of housing has not increased. If I'm understanding. There's a lack of building. Yeah. That's why like there's a big thing there's a big push like in the US for what is called affordable housing, which it's definitely something that like it's good because people who cannot afford houses theoretically could get into them. But also everywhere fights against them. It's just it's something that like
at least where I'm at, the biggest contributor to the building of these low-income affordable homes is the building contractor Ryan Homes, and within this building contractor group, they build these very moderate to low quality living environments, of course, and they sell them to specific buyers who pay them off in a way that forgive me, they pay them off in a way that allows them to charge their tenants excruciating high fucking like ROIs. Do you know what I mean? Like it is crazy how these terrible homes are built for these like low income people, and they're charged as if there's something so much more. Like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking with me right now? Oh
and
my God.
Yeah, a lot of places like homes are just going up, and oh, Mendes said, wait, sorry, what kind of housing were we talking about? I specifically like before was like talking about affordable housing.
Moderate single family homes, yes.
Yeah, they're like most of the time single family homes, sometimes multifamily units, where the idea behind them is to get people who cannot afford like an air quotes again normal price home in. And one of the only, and this isn't like a real issue, but it's like people who are trying to put these housings in are getting so much backlash from the people who live currently in those areas because they are the type of people who are not in my backyard kind of
the
people.
Nibbies, of course.
The Dibbies.
Absolutely.
And they're like, oh, I live here. You need to like pay as much as I did. But it's like, well, first of all, your house is worth this much money. It was not worth that much money when you bought it.
And
it is only worth that much because of like
they use
the
these fallacious
world right
arguments
now.
that like, oh,
Yeah.
more housing here is going to decrease the value of my home. I don't give a shit. No one
Yeah.
gives a fuck about your home. Fuck off. This is not about you, you son of a bitch. Like, oh my God, the entitlement of these landowners, these oh my God.
Yeah, it's actually
ridiculous.
very
It's
crazy.
ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's something
Yeah.
we should be rioting over, be guillotining people over. Are you kidding me?
It is the issue of ownership. You're not wrong. It's just because you're going with the market, but that makes you as bad because you then helping to standardize the exorbitant price. Yeah, like housing prices have only gone up, and like it's just like, let's see. I'm curious about something. I want to see like the average home price. I want to see if I could find like average home price per state.
You have to give it more information. You have to be like single home, detached home, bedroom size. You have to be more specific. You're gonna get a random number otherwise.
Yeah, I currently have a list of like, and this isn't too useful either. This is just a median price, which median doesn't actually do as much as average, I'd argue. And like even some of these is like, this feels like way cheaper than it actually is. And I guess it's based off areas. Listen, I can rant for fucking years. As a matter of fact, I actually have been ranting for years. Yeah, it's the type of thing where we always are able to. I can't condone a riot because that's probably against Twitch terms of service. I'm gonna guess. I didn't read it like super like in depth to know the rioting rules. However, there are certain issues that maybe the French have a point. And I'm not talking about their 7 years of reverse on tanks either. To be lower middle class in Jersey is like, yeah, I mean, I live in Jersey. I'm pretty clear about that. On the streams and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of crazy here. Don't condone riots at social media platforms. Also, chat, don't sign up for newsletters instead because we get tracked that way. I try not to sign up for anything like that. I totally don't go to protests and riots. Smile. Joe Louis and Pepsi. Yeah. And also, if there was ever one of those things going on, you shouldn't post about it. Smile.
Don't show your face. Cover up your face. Do not take your phone with you. Do not fucking take pictures of the event.
Yep.
Keep your wallet at home. Keep your only identification with you. Do not answer questions to anybody. Do not talk to anybody you do not know. You have every right to walk away with somebody who's unsuspicious or undercover. You have so many abilities to act that and you think you do. Absolutely, absolutely. So just be fucking informed. Be careful. Be sensible. And exercise your rights.
This guy This guy fucks. Am I picking the draft league? No, it is not. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta do that after. Right. Smile. You gotta sign up for all of the newsletters that you want, Isabel. Yes. Do it, Smile. You got your mayor back, right? Is this the Newark mayor again thing? I don't know. What was the Newark mayor? Harrison Square?
The Newark, yeah, we don't know too much about that. That's still details coming out. We don't know.
I'm very uninformed on this topic, so I don't know much. I haven't had the chance to look into it. So I'm trying to inform myself real fast. Was arrested Friday at a federal immigration detention where he was in protest. Oh. So we like him.
He's been doing this for a while. He's been at this for a minute. This was foreshadowed for a few weeks.
Totally already being watched by the NSA. The NSA would never be watching us. I really like lawn flamingos. Lawn flamingos are something I would like to buy off of Amazon. Okay, that's what sounds. It's like they're playing with me. They didn't put lawn flamingos to the top of my search list. Basically, he was against ICE being opened, and as most decent humans would be. Yeah, he's invited to the cookout. Hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like we could continue talking about this at the very least for ages. And I'm down to continue the conversation. However, I feel as if I should end the podcast because we already have a lot of politics talk in the podcast. So if anyone could give me a pickle weasel and wickle peasel, I would greatly appreciate it. And if no one can, I will do it myself. Smile.
Do you
And we will
guys
wrap
know what
up.
it's like?
Hey!
nagged.
Welcome
All
back
the
at the
time.
last second. At the last second.
Oh damn.
I don't know what you said. Am I old? No, it's just a podcast related thing. I have two emotes. One that's called a pickle weasel, and one that's called a wickle peasel. And
Since I
in
just
order,
came back, we have
Yeah.
to keep you hostage.
in order to end the podcast, I always ask for both.
If anyone puts them in the chat, I will find you. I know.
Ooh.
I swear to
Ooh.
God.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, am I too old? It's like no. It is literally an us specific thing. So it's yeah.
He was like, pickle who and what?
Are we pickling?
Huh?
Huh? What are we pickling?
Please keep us here.
I would like to pickle. Where? Someone has my weasel. My pickle is soft? No! Not your pickle,
Oh.
Mendez. But quite salty. Okay, that makes up for it.
I'm going to bed.
Oh.
I
I'm
can't
kidding.
leave legally.
Old man.
Old man yells at clouds. Well, the clouds deserve me to yell at them.
They just make noises at the clouds.
Ah, I can't believe these clouds.
John Madden. John
Thank God, Clue. Thank everyone, and we will catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.